as well, but probably no different to other clubs. But we're just beginning to find our feet a little bit again, and the players you mentioned, they're all beginning to step up.
talkSPORT Sports Update with Trusted Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trusted Trader 15-point assessment.
talkSPORT.
Good afternoon, I'm Hugo Chambray. Last night's loss against Palace has doubled Spurs' chances of being relegated. That's according to Opta's supercomputer. But talkSPORT understands Igor Tudor is safe in his job in the immediate future. Former Tottenham manager Tim Sherwood has questioned Tudor's criticism of his squad.
I'm not sure how you receive that as a player, because I'm not sure many of these players are willing to play or think they're going to be asked to play in the Championship.
Elsewhere, Man United have announced a 5% increase in season ticket prices next year. The club says the increase will be used to drive up revenues to reinvest in football and facilities. The lowest price for an adult season ticket at Old Trafford next season will be £646. The club are also relocating a number of tickets in the Sabotage Charlton stand to accommodate more hospitality seats. Meanwhile, Brazilian side Corinthians have confirmed the signing of Jesse Lingard for the rest of 2026. That contract may be automatically renewed until the end of 2027 if certain performance targets are met. The 33-year-old scored 16 goals for Seoul FC in 2 years there. And new rules will come in next season to limit the amount of full contact training allowed in rugby's top flight. Prem clubs have agreed to video all contact sessions and to log any concussions that take place outside of matches. Former England international Anthony Watson revealed this week that he cheated a concussion test during a Lions match in 2017. He spoke to talkSPORT Breakfast earlier.
Rugby, definitely, I can hand on heart promise you that it's improved no end from a protocol standpoint.
Will reduce head injuries and increase player longevity. There's more on our website at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
Donald Trump's demanded an unconditional surrender from Iran, and the Middle East conflict is causing a surge in fuel prices. The news team has more in half an hour.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit, your go-to destination for quality tyres from great brands like Continental. Visit your local centre or quickfit.com and book today.
Scotland and Northern Ireland look largely dry with plenty of sunshine. Meanwhile, England and Wales will be cloudy with some rain. Generally cooler for most of us.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and the legend that is Darren Bent alongside me.
Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
I told him that. You all right, DB?
Yeah, I'm good, actually.
Looking good in old tracksuit.
Hey, what a night of football, eh?
What a night. What a night. By jingo, we've got a show for you today on the back of that night. Tottenham. We're asking where it all went wrong for Spurs. We'll start with that. 03717 223344. I don't mean where it went wrong last night. Just how far back do you go before you go, that was the moment. We're also building up to 8 live FA Cup 5th round commentaries live across the talkSPORT network this weekend. That includes Liverpool's trip to Wolves tonight. We'll be asking whether Arne Slot deserves Season 3. And we'll be joined by the chairman of Matchroom Sport, the wonderful Eddie Hearn. He's on our show. All that, plus Alex Crook returns for Ready Steady Crook. And Benty brings us his EFL corner, or as we call it, Ipswich updates. This is Drive on talkSPORT. Get involved. Get involved. Spurs fans, get involved. 03717 223344.
We'll have a bit of
that. You can bet your backside we'll have a bit of that. We will have a lot of that today. Welcome to the last drive time show of the week with me, Andy Goldstein, the pilot. Alongside me, co-pilot.
The engine. I appreciate it, thank you. The engine. Darren Bent.
Well, no, you're the co-pilot. If we're humans in this scenario.
No, I don't want to be human. I want to be.
You don't want to be.
I want to be the engine.
Okay, right. You can. Well, the engine next to me, Darren Bent, and the entire plane. Me, Andy Goldstein. What a show we got lined up.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about Eddie Hearn coming on the show because he's not been on talkSPORT for a long time.
No.
Even since Conor Bent left his camp. So we'll talk to him about that, all the stuff with Dana White.
Obviously, someone takes away, but then you get given Tom Aspinall. So
yeah. We'll talk about
I don't understand the threat of boxing or combat sports in a minute. People moving left, right and centre. People jumping ship.
DB, it's all money.
I get it, but...
It's all money. You do the same. Magic phone you up, you're off.
No, I'm not. I bleed talkSPORT.
No, you don't bleed talkSPORT.
I do.
Magic phone you up. We'll quadruple your pay.
Nope.
Half the time.
Nope.
Get your own show. And we give you a new pair of trainers every time you do.
I say nope. But I take that offer straight to the big boss. I need this.
Right, and he says no. I heard you the other day say, cut me, I bleed talkSPORT, so why would I up you?
I'm like, you know what? I'm here.
Oh, she's doing it, yeah?
I'm saying, right, I'm not going nowhere.
All right.
Would you leave?
For the right money, I'm off, mate, straight away. No, mate, I'm talkSPORT.
Yeah.
No, I've been here for 20 years. Of course, I'm talkSPORT through and through.
Yeah.
As is Jason Cundy, who was exceptional last night.
Oh, my, the build-up, honestly, I was in tears.
Exceptional. I've been there. I've been in that seat where O'Hara was. I don't just mean presenting the Spurs Bar, but I mean Cundy coming at you. And he does it so well. He's an expert at it. And when he just repeats the same word over and over, there's nothing you can do. But you have to take it, right?
If you give it, you have to take it.
O'Hara, I know it hurt. I know that, but we've all been there. You can't start throwing your toys out the pram.
Shut up!
You have to...
Jeez.
See that? You have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been on air 10 minutes after Man United lost the Europa League final. You have to deal with it.
Just funny when he goes Chick King. Like, I met the guys from Chick King because I did I was there a couple of weeks ago before the North London derby. Nice guys, man. Really nice guys in there. But because I've never heard it. When I was playing at Tottenham, I never knew that was a thing, like Chick King.
Yeah.
But it's obviously famous, right? Like apparently the queue goes down the street.
Yeah, that's right.
So we did a feature in there. So it was nice to put a face and obviously meet the people that own it. Because all I hear is kind of going Chick King, Chick King. I thought, what's he on about? But now I met
the mask over his face as well. It's just the whole thing.
It's just we are, mate. It's
just amazing.
I wonder if they're taking back.
Well, that's one of the questions we asked from 5 o'clock. We're going to talk about the managerial situation at the moment. What are you looking for?
Wait, quick, just got a spare pen over there.
Have I got a spare pen?
Yeah.
Just have a look. I'm a bit busy at the moment. I'm doing a show.
I know, mate.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
I'll call you later.
No, I'll link to some commentary stuff, right? And then producer Joe's got a pen.
Yeah, magic.
Thanks, Joe.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers for that.
Legend.
You got a pen?
Got a pen. Found
you
one.
haven't got a pen for me, have you?
No.
Got my pen. Right, Tottenham are still just 1 point above the relegation zone after losing yet again last night. So Tottenham fans, I don't mean last night, I mean when you go back in time, where did it all go wrong?
And I'll tell you something, I'll leave you with this. All the best television series, season 3 is better than season 2.
And it's our understanding now that Ange Postecoglou has indeed been sacked as Tottenham manager.
Thomas Frank is going to be the new Tottenham manager.
And it finishes level, and there are some boos at the end. Tottenham 1, Wolves 1.
Full time at Chelsea's playground, aka the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs 0, Chelsea 1.
Arsenal 4, Tottenham 1. Villa are into the 4th round of the FA Cup.
Thomas Frank has been sacked by Tottenham Hotspur.
A manager to come in, an impact manager, and that's exactly what they've got. Argo was taken on board to see us through the next 3 months.
Spurs 1, Arsenal 4.
Fulham 2, Tottenham 1. Spurs 1, Palace 3. Spurs are 1 point outside the relegation zone.
Yeah, relegation is looking a real possibility for Spurs after they were beaten 3-1 at home by Palace last night. Tottenham were 1-0 up before Mickey van der Ven gave away a penalty and was sent off. It leaves them just a point above the relegation zone with games against Liverpool and Forest coming up in the league. Their interim gaffer, Igor Tudor, spoke to talkSPORT after the game. He said he saw enough last night to believe they can stay up.
It's not one detail, it's a question of the team. But I will tell you now one thing, maybe it can sound very strange. I believe more now after this game than before, because I saw something. I saw something in the team. As I said before, a lot of problems I don't want to repeat anymore. A lot of problems today with our defenders. We need to play with Sousa, with Deh, who never play. So 3-4 players on the bench. So we already spoke about this. So players give everything. I don't have nothing to tell. The moment is what is it, but it will change. It will change.
I saw something last night, but I usually see it after the Lord Mayor's show. There's nothing from that Tottenham team that leads me to believe they're going to stay up. I thought, and I said it at the time, to get a manager in who doesn't know the league, doesn't know the players, doesn't know one team from another was a huge mistake.
Yep.
They were flirting with relegation when he came in. They're well and truly in it now. You look at their fixture list. I've said it before. I don't think they're going to stay up. I actually think that Chelsea will send them down the penultimate day of the season. I think that's when it will happen, which would just be absolutely horrific for Tottenham. But, you know, like most sets of football fans, I feel sorry for them, and I blame the people that run the club. Before we talk about where it all went wrong, I don't mean last night. I'm talking about when you go back 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, 2 years, whatever. What did you make of last night's game? Because firstly, that goal that they scored, Chris Palace, for my money, was never offside.
My goodness.
The ball was in front of him. That was. I mean, you show me whatever angle you want. The ball's in front of him.
I think so. I don't think he's offside in the slightest. So they got away with that one. I actually thought Spurs started off okay. The game, I thought they started off all right. And I thought, okay, here we go. They're on the front foot. Then they got themselves in front with the Solanke finish. Really, really good goal. Really well played. And I think in this whole last couple of years where they have been horrific, I know they won the Europa, but talk about Premier League form and not winning games and finishing fourth bottom last season in a relegation battle this season. I think Archie Gray's done really well.
Yep.
I think he's been absolutely
a shining light.
Yes, he has, yeah. And obviously he made the goal. Good finish from Solanke. But the implosion after that, and again, I'll stand by it. Mickey van der Ven is probably one of the most overrated defenders. I heard Spurs fans for such a long time trying to tell me that he's better than Gabriel and Saliba. Or their pairing is, but absolutely not. Like, leadership. It's lazy defending that. Don't want to run back, so I'll yank him. And it's 100% a Stonewall penalty. 100% Stonewall. So now they've lost him for 3 games. They get Romero back.
One game.
One game, sorry. And then Romero's back. But he's just obviously from his suspension. Yeah. But then the way that they equalise good penalty from Sarr, then from that, they're all over the place.
Defensively,
I know that they're all over the place. Trying to put Tell as a wing back didn't work. Obviously, the mistake for the second goal comes from his pass across the pitch. And it just went from bad to worse. But do you know what? Where I did feel for Spurs fans, and I rarely say this, was, you know, when, and the cameraman got it spot on, it was either the end of the game or half time.
The fellow with the hat on.
Right. It weren't just him. The Spurs fans' faces.
Yeah, I mean, the cameraman could have gone to any Spurs fan.
And they were like I think, and I said to you last night, I said to you in the show yesterday, if they got beat by Crystal Palace, I think that's when the realisation will set in, and they'll go, do you know what? We're in this.
Yeah.
Because I still felt like there was enough of a gap, and I think they'll get a result. But if Palace beat them, which they did, I was like, oh my God, this is when it becomes real. Because now it's 29, 28. Is it 28?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my goodness.
Well, their next game, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, Liverpool.
They'll lose that. Liverpool, they'll definitely lose that. Atletico Madrid, they'll lose that. I would imagine they'll field a weakened side in the Champions League to concentrate on staying.
You have to.
And then let's just say they lose those 3 games. Their next game is Forest.
Yeah, they have to. Unfortunately, I know it's not about prioritising anything. You're in a relegation scrap. You need points. You've got Liverpool next. I am resting absolutely everyone for that Atletico Madrid game. I don't think you'll win it anyway, but you've got to think what's more important. You're probably not going to win the Champions League. No, I don't think you'll win the Champions League, but you don't want to go down. No, you cannot go down.
I agree with you. By the way, I thought Adam Wharton was amazing last night.
Top ball.
Let's talk about Tottenham, right? I was with a mate of mine, Dan. We had some tea this morning. By the way, Gales, £3.70 for one slice of toast.
Mm-hmm.
What's that all about? £3.70.
Yeah.
World's gone mad. I said to him, where did it all go wrong for Tottenham? And he said, I think you go back to when we got, this is him, to the Champions League final. They lost it.
Mm-hmm.
They had an unbelievable team.
Yeah.
Poch left. He wanted money. They didn't build. You could argue Daniel Levy's fault or Poch, but for whatever reason, they didn't push on from that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Sir Alex always said, you strengthen from when you're at the best or when you're at your pomp, right?
Yeah.
And Spurs didn't do that. And then after that, it was only a matter of time before Kane was going to leave. Son, of course, was getting on a bit, so that eventually he went last season. They never replaced the quality of player that they had to let go. Hugo Lloris, when he was in his pomp there, was French captain. He was, I thought, towards the end of his tenure there wasn't that great, but certainly throughout those years was excellent. The back four with Toby, Vertonghen and Danny Rose and Kyle Walker was one of the best back fives in Europe, I think it's fair to say. And they just got weaker and weaker. And I think my view and my pals is that that's the moment where it all started to go wrong for Tottenham.
Well, do you know what, right? I was having a look through the numbers and through the season. So Kyle Walker actually left the season before they got to the Champions League final, right? That year they got to the Champions League final, they didn't sign anyone. Right, they had Josh Onuma come back from loan, Cameron Carter-Vickers came back from Swansea, and Oliver Skipp came out under 23s. But they let Moussa Dembele go, who was top draw. The year after that Champions League final, because that Champions League final was 2018-2019. So the year after that, they signed Ndombele from Lyon for big money. So that's where I thought, okay, they have invested, but at the same time, they signed Stephen Bergwijn as well, and Sessegnon from Fulham, and they got Lo Celso, the loan fee, right? But they lost Christian Eriksen. They lost Kieran Trippier. Do you know what I mean? So they, again...
I forgot about Trips.
Yeah, he left. So yes, they brought in good players, but they let good players go again. So it was almost like you're not building...
They're replacing them. They weren't building.
You're just replacing them.
Yeah.
And then, again, it's a theme after that. I mean, Vertonghen left. They signed Lo Celso. Reguilon came in from Real Madrid. Matt Doherty came in, but he left. You lost Jan Vertonghen, who was obviously a big player for you that season. And it goes on and on and on about players going out the door, and you bring in players in. So the recruitment, probably since that Champions League final, it wasn't about building then. It was just about replacing. And maybe that's why they find themselves in this position.
From 5 o'clock, Tottenham fans will ask you what you do with your manager. Do you stick or twist? But now we're going to start off by asking, where did it all go wrong? Where did that first crack appear? Tottenham fans, 03717 223344, dial that number. You can have your scream up live on Drive on talkSPORT in seconds.
Let's go to Lauren, who's Arsenal fan. All right, Lauren?
Oh, hi, Jamie. Sorry, it's actually Laura, the Arsenal fan.
All right, Laura.
Hi. How are you, boys?
Yeah, we're good. How are you? You feeling good?
Up the Chelsea.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I've just come fresh off the back of presenting the Arsenal game on TNT and just, to be honest, really enjoyed it, Jay.
Oh, it's Woodsy.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Woodsy, you've done it.
What's happening?
Woodsy, why is it taking you so long to phone us up?
Do you know what? I've been revelling in a brilliant season and I've just been enjoying myself.
You know what? It's bad if Woodsy's phoning us up. It's bad. Hold on. Where have you been when you've been bottling it, Woodsy? What's happened? All of a sudden you go 7 points clear and you phone us.
Jamie, I had to scroll down my phone. It took about 5 minutes to find you on the table.
Oh, Woodsy, this is a
scrolling.
Spurs ain't even played and it's the worst night for us ever. Like, what is going on?
I don't even want to answer questions. I just want to ask you how you're feeling.
Woodsy, take the floor.
Woodsy.
I'll sit back and enjoy it. All right, take the
Woodsy,
floor.
I feel sick. I feel sick as a dog right now. Honestly.
How awful is it? How bad on a scale of like 1 to Spurs is it right now?
I can't believe I'm getting stick off Woodsy.
Woodsy, can I ask you
up talkSPORT?
Woodsy, can I ask you a question? Woodsy, do you want Spurs to get relegated?
If I had a choice of which one, is that what you're asking me?
Woodsy, answer whatever way you want, right? Do you want Spurs to get relegated?
No, I absolutely don't want Spurs to get relegated because I want to enjoy more North London derby pummelling for years to come. For years to come.
Hope it's a clean version.
You want to make sure there's no words in his right. Even from the very, very top. Yeah. It's Drive and talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside Still to Come. We'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening, Benty. Forgot that was today. Yeah, your chance to ask Darren Bent anything you want. The weirder, the better. Just send a WhatsApp voice note 03717 223344. I just want to. And it must start with What's Happening, Benty. What's Happening, Benty? Then say, hello, it's Dave here. And then say your question. Just quickly, Nottingham Forest Global Head of Football, Edu, has been asked to stay away from the club's training ground with his exit from the club looking likely.
Wow.
It don't matter. You pay me, I'll stay away. Man City are close to completing a deal to sign Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. Well, I mean, they can't be, right?
Yeah, obviously.
It's March. Can't be close to it, can they?
Maybe. Great signing, though. I wonder if that tell me Rodri's off.
Rodri's coming towards the end of his time, I would imagine.
They're talking about Real Madrid, aren't they?
Yeah, but he's lost the yard, sadly, right?
Well, he's just getting back because of the knee.
Mate, Adam Wharton, I'll take him every day of the week.
Brilliant. Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson.
Yeah. Spurs were, of course, beaten yet again last night to leave them just a point above the relegation zone. This is brilliant, by the way. One more Billy's cut this. Well done, Billy. A certain former Spurs midfielder was not a happy man. Have a listen.
10-man Spurs won. Crystal Palace, remember, Spurs are 1 point outside the relegation zone without a win this calendar year. Their fans just continued to leave in their droves. By the end, there were so few here, there weren't any boos.
They can't string two parties together. I say it every time. I feel like I'm repeating myself. No fight, no passion, no creativity. We are the only team in the Premier League ever to get a new manager bounce, and we get a world's bounce. This club is a joke. The owners are a joke. The players are a joke. The staff are a joke. The manager's a joke. I'm trying to have a say, and you're going to sit there and just try and mug me off for 2 hours. I'm not going to have it. Chase, shut up!
Good work, one more, Billy. Yeah, we're taking your calls. Where did it all go wrong for Tottenham at 5 o'clock? We'll be asking Tottenham fans to phone up and tell us who they think the next manager, or maybe you want to stick with the current manager.
No.
Managerial chat a bit later on. Where did it all go wrong? John is a Spurs fan. Hello, John.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Good, John. How are you? What's happening?
Right. Not bad. Right. I've got a theory on this, right? Hear me out.
Okay.
But before you don't jump down my throat and squash it, right? I've got a theory. I think it's deliberate sabotage by the owners because I know you'll say, well, why the hell would they want to do it? But Daniel Levy owns 30% of Tottenham. I think Enoch owns 60% and 10% is like minority shareholdings. Now, Daniel Levy is trying to sell his 30%.
Where'd you get that from?
It's well known.
Well, it's not. He's denied it not too long ago. He came out and denied it.
Yeah, I know. But the next offer can come in April the 6th, I think it is, or something like that. But if you listen to this, right, if you drive down Daniel Levy's share price, number one, it'll put off potential bidders of the price he wants. Number two...
Hold on.
What?
Sorry, why would it? If I wanted to buy Tottenham, I would want it as low as possible, the price. So why would it put off people that are going to invest in it?
Well, if we go down, it's going to drop like a stone, isn't it? The whole value of the club, right?
But why would that put off investors? If I was buying a house, the lower the price of the house, I'm more likely to buy it. So why would that put off investors?
No, it's not. Well, it might put off because it was a Chinese consortium that supposedly Daniel Levy was going to sell.
Why would the price dropping put people off buying it? I don't get that.
No, what I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is Daniel Levy, right? The ultimate aim for Enoch could be to buy up Daniel Levy's shares at a lower price. So if we suffered one season in the Championships, let's get it right, if we went down, the chances are we'd probably come back up. But his price would drop so dramatically, I don't think he'd want to hang on to it. That's just my personal opinion, right? If they suffer, say they made a 250 million loss in the Championship, right?
Yeah.
But they gained by buying Daniel Levy's shares really cheap, bring us back up, then all of a sudden they own 90% of the club.
Can I ask you a silly question? If you own Tottenham, right? If you're a multi-millionaire and you own Tottenham, and Tottenham went down, and your shares were worth less, do you think Tottenham are going to come up first time of asking?
I do, yeah.
Right. So do I. So would you sell really cheap, or would you wait a year?
I don't think he can afford to hang on, Daniel Levy.
I bet he can.
Why can't he afford to hang on?
Well, because it's a lot of money tied up, right? And if he's totally estranged from the club, right? Obviously, something happened, right? He got removed from the club, didn't he? His possessions got.
Let me tell you now, it is madness to think that you think it's an inside job Tottenham are doing this bad.
Right, but in January, what owners would sit there with all the injuries that we've had?
Clueless ones.
Okay, then we cannot take the risk of us going down, right? We could have made signings. We could have signed Lookman. We could have took Wilson from West Ham because
but you've got a history of making mistakes. I think you had 2 transfer windows where you didn't even buy a player.
Exactly, and it's the owners. They've always tried to do everything on a shoestring budget. The ultimate problem at Tottenham has always been ENIC. It always has been. Always has been. Daniel Levy was part of the problem, but ENIC is the main problem. And until they go, this problem will never ever go away.
That might be true, that last bit, but let me tell you, there's no owners of clubs that would jeopardise losing Brazilians just so they can
buy some stocks cheap.
Yeah, and also no one sells their stocks cheap. You just wait till it goes back up.
He's not going nowhere.
GJ, always a quiet Spurs fan. Hello, GJ.
How you doing, guys? You all right?
Good, man. How are you?
Been better, mate. Had loads of abuse in the lab today. Everyone just piling in on me.
Rightly so, by the way, right?
Yeah, I mean...
we give it out. You got to take it.
Hold on. You're talking about football, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
You got to take it.
Yeah, absolutely. The banter, that is, yeah. So, if we're going to root cause it, there's 2 root causes. So the original root cause is ENIC coming in when the first thing they did was sack George Graham, who won us a trophy the year before, and we were in the semi-finals of the League Cup, and then he sacked him. They sacked him and put in Glenn Hoddle. And then the other root cause, you just touched on it, was when we were on the brink of like winning the league, and then we went 2 transfer windows without signing a player. But I can't believe Igor Tudor hasn't been sacked yet. I mean, it's so obvious the players aren't playing for him, and a back three doesn't work.
GJ, I think the manager situation, it has to happen now. Soon. I know it's only 3 games, but there's been no bounce, nothing, and you can't just say he's only just got this. We've got to give him time. You've got no time. Do you know what I mean?
Someone in our meeting made a very good point. Like, the best time to sack him, if you're going to sack him, would be after the Liverpool game.
No, the best time to sack him.
Sorry, after the second Atletico Madrid game.
I get that, but the best time to sack him is when it's not going well, and that's now.
I know, but a new manager coming in, you've got Atletico, Liverpool, Atletico.
Isn't his time? But what are you waiting for? You know, it's not working.
The Forest game is where, realistically, if Spurs are going to get out of the mess, it's winning at home to Forest.
Oh, so that's too. I just think it's too short a time. If you don't think he's the right man, which I don't think now, he goes today. You get the person in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, from 5 o'clock in 30 minutes, we'll be asking who the right person is.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think Spurs are going down? I said yesterday I'll ask you today. You said no yesterday. I said I'll ask you tomorrow if they lose.
I still don't.
I honestly think Chelsea are the team that will relegate them.
Wow.
I really do. Imagine that, Sports Bar.
Oh my God.
Still to come.
I'm so over there for that.
Yeah. That'd be pay-per-view, wouldn't it? Still to come, we're hearing your questions in What's Happening, Bentley. Your chance to ask Bentley anything you want. The weirder, the better. Just send us a WhatsApp voice note 03 717 223344. It must start with What's Happening, Bentley. Right, time for a bit of no Googling. We want to know who's the only player from Tottenham's 2019 Champions League final squad to still be at the club.
I know it is. We had that the other day.
Oh. What was he saying to begin with?
Same as mine, is
Yeah.
My first name.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I get it.
The other day.
Did we have it the other day?
Yeah.
Right. Can you sack someone? The answer to that, again, and more from me and DB. And 5 o'clock, Tottenham fans, you can phone in. Who do you want to replace your current manager, unless you want to keep him?
to see me fight with a lot of passion and ferocity. I think when you're boxing a taller guy who's okay with sneaking a little split decision win or whatever else, you have to go and get him. So I'm looking forward to putting it on the line.
He knows you, you know him. There's a fair bit of mutual respect, is there, Tony?
Definitely. He's a tough fighter. He's someone who never ducked, so I respect that.
I mean, have you had history together before, as in sparring together? I know you were in the
We never sport together. We went to the same Olympic Games, but we never sport. It was to the cruiserweight. It wasn't a cruiserweight.
Yeah. He picked up the bronze medal. You got the gold medal that year. Yeah. So it's an interesting time and an interesting clash. Did you ever think you was going to fight him?
I mean, when he went up to the heavyweight, of course, I was like, okay, maybe I can fight him, and especially because he's in the top 10, so that's a good opportunity.
How important is it getting home advantage as well? Because we was over at the Paris Olympics. You come up and done a piece for us for talkSPORT, actually, which was great. You bought your gold medal. I was hoping to see that today, by the way. But but you bought your gold medal, and it was fantastic. But they love you over there. You were sitting with the president at the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's really great for me to have the opportunity to fight in Paris. I know Frank and George Warren been telling me that they want to build something great in France too. So yeah, let's do it. I'm really, really happy about the fact that I'm going to fight in front of my public.
I mean, winning a gold medal. What has the transition been like, Tony, going from Olympic gold medalist to professional fighter?
It's really tough. It's really tough because it's not the same style of boxing.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
This is a great tune. Sometimes I feel like
throw my hands up in the air.
I know I can count on
Driver talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein. Bentley alongside. What are you watching at the moment, D? Did you wake up? What time did you get up this morning?
Nah, slept all the way through.
You're doing well, like a little baby. I like that.
At the minute, I'm watching Night Agent, Netflix.
Is that like series 3 or something?
Season 3, yeah.
Any good? First two I was a bit like...
I'm watching that. Yeah, that's good. Really good. I like it. And I'm watching, but it's annoying me, Paradise on Disney. It's unbelievable.
What's that about?
It's too long to explain, but basically...
In a sentence. Give me a sentence.
They're in a bunker underground because a disaster happened on the surface, but they were told that's what happened. But
hold on. Is that a spoiler?
Not really, but maybe. But Paradise, unbelievable.
That's the end of that then?
No, it's not, because you don't know what happens when they go back up.
All right, okay. Is it worth watching?
Yeah, but it's one a week. It's killing me, man.
Oh, okay. I need something new to watch.
Watch season 1 Paradise. All that's out.
I watched something recently. Oh, I'm never going to be able to. It was on. You might have seen it. It was on Disney.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who's in it. Spider from Goodfellas. Michael, whatever his name is.
I don't know what that is, but...
Right, and it's about a guy. This is so bad. That he's like a hitman, right? But in his day-to-day life, he just looks like a normal bloke. And then he goes to his little secret bat cave. And he drives a Porsche. Anyone seen that?
That's what you got for me. Nothing else.
Yeah. From that, but maybe this is a new part of the game. From that, people will tell me what it is. Right? So he goes to his own little back cave, drives a Porsche, and he's got decent hair. He's got grey but good hair.
Is that not Batman?
No, it's not Batman. No, it does sound like a bit like Batman.
Yeah.
If anyone can let me know what that is, because it's awful. I watched one episode.
And it's on Disney?
Yeah. Or Paramount Plus. It's on something.
Okay, yeah.
Before the break, I asked a question: who's the only player from Tottenham's 2019 Champions League squad to be at the club still?
Ben Davies.
It is Ben Davies. Any come in yet with the answer to my question?
No, not yet.
Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in. What's happening, Benty? Your chance to ask Benty anything you want. The weirder, the better. Just send us a WhatsApp voice note 03717223344.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Right, time now to look ahead to, we love the FA Cup, to the FA Cup in partnership with our wonderful friends at McDonald's.
FA Cup update on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus, fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability, price may vary.
By the way, do you two like haddock? Dinner, either swordfish and salad or steak and calamari.
I actually had ice cream outside the Trevi Fountain in Rome.
I did have a burger today. You do tend to let it slip on a Sunday.
Cooking it up today,
Yes, this is Ready Steady Cook, where Talksport's chief football correspondent and the housewife's favourite Alex Crook looks ahead to some of the biggest games in the FA Cup this weekend, or probably all of them. All right, Crookie, how are you?
Yeah, good evening. I'm good. You well?
Yeah, you joined from the next showroom. I like it.
Crookie, I heard you having your, I don't know what the podcast is called, having a little to do with Adrian over the Arsenal.
Yeah, Fiery Fridays.
Yeah, it was good, that.
Is it? Of all people in the world, Adrian Durham is saying that this Arsenal team deserve more respect on their name. Come off it.
Yeah, it was a little. Sorry, I quite enjoyed it.
Who was saying that out of the two of you?
Adrian
was saying that Arsenal should have more respect.
Yeah,
he'll do anything for ratings, that fellow, won't he?
Well, I think he wants to get to the next level, so he was just taking Martin.
Very good, very good. Right, are you good, Crookie? You well? You got a busy weekend?
Well, I've got tomorrow off, actually. I'm at Fulham, Southampton Sunday, but a rare Saturday off. So, yeah, spending it with the family.
Oh, very beautiful. Okay, yours or someone else's?
Mine.
Okay.
He's definitely going driving range or something that he can get involved
definitely,
in.
yeah. Kids, do you want to come in? No? Okay. Right, lots of football to talk about. Let's start with Mansfield against Arsenal. It's live on talkSPORT tomorrow lunchtime. Mansfield are 16th in League One, Arsenal, Crookie, what have you got for us?
Yeah, Mansfield manager Nigel Clough, son of the famous Brian Clough, of course. He joined the breakfast show this morning and he was asked how his team, Mansfield, will approach the game.
No, we've done very little training. We had a tough game at Rotherham on Tuesday on the back of one on Saturday in terrible conditions against Wimbledon. So we've done next to nothing in terms of that. We've got a few injuries as well. We've got to look after the key players. So, no, the top of the Premier League and the teams around them can't stop them scoring. So I don't know what you think we're going to do that's special to stop them being a bottom half League One side. There's one ball coming into the penalty area. That never changes. Go and try and head it.
That's Nigel Clough there looking ahead to Mansfield against Arsenal, which is our talkSPORT exclusive commentary this weekend. I'm not a football manager, but not training when you're about to play the Premier League leaders is probably not a recipe for success, I would suggest.
Do you know what, though? Listen, I've worked with Cloughy before, and that's exactly him.
Like, is that Burton?
Burton, yeah, that is him. Like, and everything he says is always straight down the middle. So he's not lying about that. He probably just let them. He'll look at this game as a bonus. He won't believe in his head. He'll think he's got bigger games on the horizons in terms of his team trying to get promoted or push up the league. So it wouldn't surprise me if they've barely done anything.
Cookie, Arsenal will go away to Leverkusen on Wednesday. And no disrespect, but they're playing Mansfield. Do you expect them to go second?
Third. I'll go
11? Third? Second or third 11?
Yeah, actually, Max Dowman walked past me in the tunnel at the Amex in midweek. Obviously, he's missed a lot of games injured, but I'd imagine he may well make his comeback in this match. And I think it will certainly be 11 changes, but the squad is so strong, isn't it, that Mikel Arteta has assembled. It will still be more than enough, I would imagine, to come through this tie. It's a little bit disappointing, I think, for the FA Cup that there are so many teams who've got big Champions League games in midweek, because it does mean we're going to see reserve teams probably across the board from both sides.
And can I ask, is that the extent of that story? Max Dowman walked past me?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was just making the point he's available for selection.
No, I fully expect Arsenal to the likes of Kepa will play, Lewis Skelly will play, Gabriel Jesus, as you said, Max Dowman might play, but I expect it to be. I would even take the likes of Saka, Madueke. Odegaard might even play though, because he's not played many minutes.
Yeah, put him in goal if you want. 12:15 tomorrow lunchtime, Mansfield v Arsenal. It's live on talkSPORT. Cookie, what will the score be?
4-0 to Arsenal.
Okay, D.
Well, I'm doing the game, obviously, for talkSPORT.
Oh,
so
nice.
I will say...
So, any bearing to the result?
Yes, probably. I will say 2-0.
To Arsenal. Okay. Let's move on and talk about Wrexham. What game this could be against Chelsea. It's live on talkSPORT 5:45 tomorrow evening. Now, Chelsea smashed Villa midweek. They sit 5th in the league, whilst Wrexham, they are 6th in the Championship. Cookie, has anyone been walking past you in a tunnel this week?
Nobody's been walking past me in a tunnel from Wrexham, but this is probably the game that's going to get most global scrutiny, because obviously it's the Hollywood club against Chelsea, the world champions, and the Wrexham boss, Phil Parkinson. He spoke to the media and was asked if games like this are good preparation for the promotion race.
Well, I think all through the divisions, when we've had cup ties, we played Coventry when we were in the National League, Sheffield United. We spoke to the players about having that test against the better quality players in terms of tactically, but the physical power of the next level. And this is the next stage for us against a team of Chelsea's quality. The main thing on the night, like I said, is to try and bring our best performance onto the stage, but also for ourselves to see where we are individually and collectively against a team of this standing.
That's the Wrexham boss, Phil Parkinson. I think this is a fantastic tie. It's got all the ingredients that you want from a sort of David Goliath FA Cup encounter, apart from the fact that Wrexham themselves have got a big game in the Championship on Tuesday night. They take on Hull, one of their playoff rivals. So I don't think it'll only be Chelsea who rest players for this game. I think Parkinson will as well.
Yeah, I agree, Cookie. I think the bigger game is Hull City. Absolutely huge game for them in that playoff race as well. So, I mean, I still think Chelsea will have too much for Wrexham, even though it's at Wrexham, because Chelsea's squad is huge as well in terms of maybe the quality is not as deep as Arsenal's, but certainly man for man, they've got a lot of good players. So I think Chelsea will get past Wrexham relatively comfortably. I'm going to say 3-1 Chelsea.
Okay. Cookie?
Yeah, I think that's about right. I'll go 2-1 Chelsea just to be different, but wouldn't surprise me.
Time for one more, and it's the one that's live on talkSPORT tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Saturday night football. I'm still not sure. Newcastle against Man City. What have you got for us, Cookie?
Newcastle manager Eddie Howe has been holding his press conference today, and he was asked about the competition between his two goalkeepers, Nick Pope and Aaron Ramsdale.
Well, I think regarding any position, there's always decisions to make. I understand the focus on the goalkeeping position because there's only one player that can play. But we need that competition across all the areas of the team. We haven't had that, especially in the defensive areas, for a number of weeks now. We're hopeful that we can get a couple of players back fit to bring that competition back. But I think that's when the team's at its best.
That's Eddie Howe, the Newcastle manager. They take on Manchester City live on talkSPORT this weekend. Now, obviously, you two are great mates. You spend every night of the week together on drive time. I think Newcastle and Man City have spent almost as much time together this season. This is the fifth meeting between the two since November because, of course, they played twice in the Premier League, one win apiece, and they met in the League Cup semi-final as well. I don't think either team really wanted this draw.
No, I agree. I think it's a big game for both clubs. Quite interesting what he said about the goalkeeper situation, Cookie, because I've always said I think Rambo's better than Nick Pope. I'm not quite. I don't know if it's his feet, Nick Pope. I'm not sure about, but some of the saves he's made recently, where he's parried it and it's been tapped in. I thought Ramsdale in the last game for Newcastle, I thought he was absolutely
annoyingly good.
He was unbelievable against Man United.
Yeah. Cookie, before I let you go, give me a prediction on that one live on talkSPORT tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Newcastle against Man City.
It's a tough one to call, but I think this game means more to Newcastle than Man City because they've both got Champions League in midweek. But realistically, Newcastle aren't going to win that competition. They might win the FA Cup. So I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1.
All I'll say before you give me a prediction, Pep needs a trophy this season. Not needs, but they went without one last. I don't think they're going to win the Prem. Champions League, toss
You've been in the
forward.
final of the League Cup.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you got your lot. Okay, how'd you see it going, Benny?
I think 2-1 Newcastle as well. I think they'll win this.
Cookie, thanks for coming on. What are you up to tonight? Is it pub dinner, rather?
No, it's a mate of mine's birthday. He's a Liverpool fan, so I'm going to take him out for a curry and cheer him up.
Where's that, in the pub?
In a curry house. Come on, I've got a little bit of clout.
What's his name? Give him a little shout out.
His name's Gary, and he'll be listening. I'm sure he's a big fan of yours, Benty. He's not really. I'm lying.
Okay. Why waste 4 seconds of breath?
Yeah, why would you do that, Cookie?
Just wasted 4 seconds of breath.
We don't reckon Gary exists. We just reckon you're going to the curry house on your own.
Just to get away from the missus.
Yeah.
She's coming as well. That's the bad news.
Wait, she is now. Cookie, have a good one. Have a good weekend. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, boys.
There you go. That is this week's Ready Steady Quick. All thanks to our wonderful friends at McDonald's.
FA Cup update on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m. 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
When we come back at 5 o'clock, Tottenham fans, you can phone up now. We are talking about your manager. Do you stick or twist? And if you're twisting, who do you want in? Tottenham fans, pick up the phone. You will be bang on 5 p.m. for that one. 03717 223344.
Honestly, today, can you beat today? You went to win hell of a beat to the Europa League champions. Honestly, the Europa League champions, Beyonce, chicken, can you beat chicken? You went to win hell of a beat the big cockerel. Honestly, the big cockerel. Saves by the stadium. There's that signing. Where is he? Can you beat that signing? You went to win hell of a beat the Morgan Gibbs White signing. What happened to that one? Where's he gone? Can you beat Morgan Gibbs White? You went to win hell of a beat to the Williams signing. Big Edge. Do me a favour. Can you beat Big Edge? You went to win hell of a beat Big Edge. AJ Tracy. Seven Sisters train station. Adele. 3-point lane. There is to do. Jamie Horror. You went to win hell of a beating. King. Adele. King. Adele. King.
All right.
King. Adele. You went to win hell of a beating.
Crestfallen.
Adele.
I'm crestfallen.
King. Adele.
Hello.
King. Adele.
Hello.
King. Adele.
Hello.
King. Adele.
Hello. All right.
Adele.
Come on.
Adele.
Spurs.
Hello.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? It's the worst Tottenham side I've ever seen in the Premier League. It's the worst team I've ever seen ever.
Driver talkSPORT me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent.
Who's this?
Just
have a guess.
ABBA.
No, I really like him.
Kendrick Lamar. No way. That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good call. Do you know, I wouldn't know Kendrick if I sat next to him on a bus.
You would?
Although I wouldn't actually go on I'm not insured to go on a public transport, but you know what I mean.
Watching Wesley Theory? Yeah, man, tune.
A lot of people are texting in for my ridiculous clue about what I'm watching.
Memory of a Killer.
Yeah, don't bother. It's appalling.
What?
It's appalling.
Yeah, just because you...
There was one line in it, right? Let me ask you if you can see what the line would be, right? So he obviously has got copious amounts of money, the fella, because he's like a baddie.
Yeah.
But he pretends he sells photocopiers, right?
Yeah.
So he meets a girl at a bar and he takes her back to his unbelievably plush apartment. It's beautiful. It's like, there's no way he can afford that, but he obviously, right? What's the first thing she says as she walks through the door and looks at the apartment?
How can you afford this?
Right. And I said that when she opened the door. I went, and she went, how do you afford this on your salary? And I went, that's it, turn it off, done. It's not so...
What's it on?
Don't watch it. It's so bad.
What's it on, though?
Don't watch it.
No, I'm not going to watch it, but what's it on?
Either Paramount or Disney or something like that. It's so bad, the writing. Right, time now for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, BeGambleAware.org.
Getting people to get you walk now, yeah?
No, actually...
Honestly, mate. Clicking the fingers. Oi, whatever your name is, go and get that. You're a disgrace. Time after today's bet with the friends at Paddy Power. Welcome, Matt Kia, to the show. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Hi, how are we doing, guys?
I'm good, man. How are you? You all right? You well?
Good, good. Getting in the mood for Cheltenham next week.
Yeah, can't wait for that. It's going to be good. I'm going, actually. Right, we are looking forward to the fifth round of the FA Cup as Wolves play Liverpool. Before we talk about our picks, can you remind everyone how the Bet Builder works?
Yeah, Bet Builder, it is an accumulator on events within matches. You can have goals, shots, corners, fouls. You can also combine them between multiple games if you want. And all of the money we raise, if we're lucky enough to get a winner, will go to the Attitude Foundation.
Great. Okay, it's a 5-leg Bet Builder. These are our picks. I've gone for both teams to score, BTTS, as some people say.
And it makes sense. There's been 2 league clean sheets for Liverpool since January the 8th. Not the most impressive one in the world. It's actually surprisingly less than Wolves' 3 clean sheets in that time. But between them, that's 18 games and 5 clean sheets. So we're not really talking big numbers here. They've not been great at the back.
DB?
I've gone for Liverpool to win this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, the result midweek was the end of a 4-game winning streak for Liverpool. There was a bit of a lack of creativity, but there's been multiple times this season where Arne Slot's, he's seen the team slip up, he's changed his tactics a little bit, he's changed the approach, and they've bounced back and come back stronger. So, by all means, especially with rotated squads, Wolves bench not the best in the world, they should be winning this.
Producer Joe, who got engaged last week, he's gone for Joe Gomez to commit 2 more fouls.
So with probably a rotated squad, you'd imagine Frimpong will get rested for the Champions League and Joe Gomez will get starting. He's only actually started 5 league games from this season, but has managed 2 yellow cards in that time. In completely unconfusing terms, it's going to be Joe Gomez against Joao Gomez on the wing for this match, and he's been one of the Wolves' form players lately. You can see a few tactical fouls going his way.
Next up are the people. What have they gone for?
They've gone for Matheus Mane to get a shot on target. He's been one of the players that's been giving Wolves fans some hope for next season. He actually leads Wolves for shot on target per game this season. He looks exciting. We're backing Liverpool to concede, so why not back the guy that's making the magic happen for Wolves?
And the last one is yours. What are you going for?
Yeah. I've got Liverpool to have the most corners. Liverpool's been averaging 6 a game, Wolves 3. It's really not much to say about this one. It's a simple and effective pick.
Brilliant. Okay. All of that means what? What are the odds and the value of the charity bet, please?
So, altogether, Liverpool win in both to score, 2 fouls for Gomez, a shot on target for Mane, and Liverpool most corners comes in at just under 11 to 1, 117.77. We got the 777 in there, all in the name of the Attitude Foundation, if we could be so lucky for
Fingers crossed, yes, for once, you're right. That's Paddy Power's bet for today, minimum on 25 leg, 18 plus, gambleware.org. Have a lovely weekend, Matt. Thanks for coming on.
Cheers, take care.
Cheers, pal.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Tottenham, no one could stop them. Well, at the moment, everyone's stopping them. So what do you do with the manager?
Where's that come from?
I don't know what's going on in my head. Do I stick or twist? 03717 22 3344. That's where we go right after this, live on Drive on talkSPORT.
Has the hiring of Edu destabilised the best season in a generation at Nottingham Forest? And how much responsibility does Evangelos Marinakis have to take for it? We understand that he's been told to stay away from the City ground, pending a termination of his contract at the end of the season. I know that Forest fans will be reluctant to criticise Marinakis, but is this a mess of his own making? Because he had a manager who was very successful, almost took them to the Champions League. He started to interfere, and all of a sudden they ended up dropping down eventually into the Europa League, but then they lost to Nuno Espirito Santo very quickly. So is this got to be on Marinakis' shoulders?
Of course it is. And do you blame Nuno Santo when you've got a sporting director coming in and probably not giving you a say on any players that you're bringing in? What do you expect as a manager? And if you speak to the older generation of managers, they'll say, what? Someone's telling me what players are coming in, and I'm going to
That is the way of the world now, though.
I know, but then is that fair as a manager? Like we said in previous shows, sporting directors should be coming on and doing press. You're the one bringing in the players. The manager's doing the best they can with these players. They might have wanted 10 other players that you have said no to. Some of the players that they brought in Nottingham Forest, Douglas Luiz on loan didn't work. Zinchenko on loan didn't work. Amari Hutchinson, 37.5 million, only one Premier League goal in 22 appearances. McAtee, 30 million, hasn't worked. Ndoye hasn't worked. Bakwa hasn't worked.
talkSPORT understands Igor Tudor will continue as Spurs manager for the immediate future. That's despite losing all 3 of his games in charge. The club's hierarchy is reluctant to sack a manager for the second time this season. Well, Tim Sherwood has been speaking to talkSPORT, questioning the players' motivation.
Where's the deterrent to get relegated? I'm not sure it's there. Well, it certainly ain't going to hurt them as much as it hurts the fans, and that's what it's all about.
Meanwhile, former Tottenham defender Ramon Vega says if the club is sold, it must be done right.
This has to be taken over by professional,
people from the football industry as well, and make sure that this club actually deserves what the club's name is and the reputation. At this point now, that reputation and brand of the club is a disaster.
Elsewhere, Wolves will be hoping lightning strikes twice tonight as Liverpool head back to Molineux, this time in the FA Cup, live on talkSPORT. Mo Salah scored his first goal in 10 games in the league defeat on Tuesday, while Cody Gakpo has 1 in 9. Arne Slot says the whole team must be better to help the forwards.
We expect from them, and they expect from themselves, to score more or assist more. But as I said so many times, attacking is not only down to Cody and Mo. So yeah, let's make sure we create even more. And then goals will come for these players.
Ahead of Scotland's Six Nations clash against France at Murrayfield tomorrow, Gregor Townsend has compared the visitors to world champion South Africa.
I think France are playing such an evasive style of rugby, scoring lots of tries. They've been really successful. It's up there with the Springboks, but I still think the Springboks are the best team in the world right now.
Meanwhile, England desperately need to beat Italy in tomorrow's later kick-off in Rome after 2 defeats on the spin. Ireland host Wales tonight. Staying with rugby, new rules will come into force next season, limiting the amount of full contact training. Prem clubs have also agreed to video all contact sessions. Bosses hope these changes will reduce head injuries. And Iran won't be represented at the Winter Olympics, with the country's only athlete not travelling to Italy because of safety concerns. Well, back to our number 2. Oh, what an hour it is, by the way, of Drive and talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Bent is here.
Shut up!
Oh,
pardon?
What are you saying? Not Bent is here. Still to come, in this hour, we'll be joined by the chairman of Managerial Sport, Eddie Hearn. That's going to be great. But now there's a massive weekend of FA Cup action coming your way across the talkSPORT network.
Don't ever turn your back on the FA Cup. Wrexham progressed to the 5th round of the FA Cup. Phil Parkinson, he's having an impressive season on 2 fronts. Wrexham 1, Ipswich 0.
Delac shooting it back for Neto, through the goalkeeper for 4.
Third square, Tonali with another drive. Oh, what a goal! Sandro Tonali took that brilliantly.
In towards Delac shooting it back for Neto, through the goalkeeper for 4.
Doesn't matter who you are, if you reach an FA Cup quarter-final, you start thinking about Wembley.
Well, there goes the full-time whistle, and that is a titanic performance from Mansfield. Burnley 1, Mansfield 2.
Coming forward towards the edge of the penalty area, still 3, Somerville! 1-0 West Ham.
Szoboszlai in on goal, hits it! Oh, what a goal! What a strike from Dominic Szoboszlai! This is the FA Cup, and it's very, very best.
Massive, huge. The FA Cup 5th round takes centre stage this weekend. All 8 ties on talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2, including Mansfield against Arsenal. That one's at 12:15 tomorrow. We also bring you Wrexham against Chelsea at 5:45 tomorrow evening, and it all kicks off with Wolves against Liverpool. That one's at 8 o'clock tonight. They, of course, met on Tuesday. Wolves smashing them 2-1. You can hear all the build-up to that one when we're done at 7 p.m. Right, let's return to Tottenham. Their former manager, Tim Sherwood, joined the Breakfast Show this morning. He was asked if Igor Tudor can keep them up.
You got to believe they have. You know, you have to believe it. He has to find the right characters. He's in there every day, so he's getting to have a chat with them. He sees the mentality of some of them. You have to try and get to know them as quickly as possible as people. The only negative out is that for me, he's went in there and said we will 100% stay in the Premier League. I'll guarantee it. And now he's gone from we need bodies back as quickly as possible. We're not fit enough. We're not good at the back. We're not good in the middle, and we're not too good at the front. So they're listening to that. I'm not sure how you receive that as a player, because I'm not sure many of these players are willing to play or think they're going to be asked to play in a championship.
what's quite funny? So obviously, I know Tim well. And I remember Tim telling me before when he was a manager, sometimes you have to tell players things, even if you don't believe it, so they believe.
Oh, all the time. You're a salesman at the end of the day.
Honestly, he said the amount of players I used to have to say, like, build them up to the point where they're thinking, wow.
Hold on. Did you get that from somebody?
I didn't play under him.
Oh, right, okay.
But honestly, and he's right. He said he got the best out of some of the players that he worked with because he used to tell them everything they wanted to hear.
Yeah. Okay, first question. Do you think Spurs should sack the manager?
Yes.
Igor Tudor, you do?
Yeah. Because
Why?
I just think
3 games he's had. Why? What are you seeing that tells you?
Nothing.
Oh, great answer.
Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. Usually you get a little, like, Forest got Vitor Pereira in, and their little bounce, where they've got a point against Man City. I watched them against Fenerbahce in the...
Yeah, that's right.
So immediately there was a little bounce. So it's given me something to go, okay, well, do you know what? I know he's had a couple of dodgy results in between, but I've seen something to suggest that...
Also, the body language of the players, they look like they're happy and smiling.
Exactly. That second goal from Anderson, when he bops it around the corner, gets it back, bang, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I've not seen anything from this Tottenham team. Now, the North London derby, you can kind of go, well, it is Arsenal, so...
They shouldn't be winning it.
They shouldn't be winning it because you look at the
gulf between the two, yeah.
The Fulham result, bad. Palace last night, bad. I just think you can't just keep someone in charge of a football club just because they've not been there that long. If you genuinely believe and sense that he's not the right man and he's not getting anything out of the players, then you almost just walk into relegation.
But do you not think the problem then Tottenham have got is, I know they're a laughing stock at the moment, but it just becomes just untenable. Just the situation at Tottenham, if we all of a sudden got breaking news today, they've sacked him, Spurs fans would just melt down. Like, what on earth are that club doing?
Let me ask you a question. What's worse then? You sack another manager and get another one in, or relegation?
Of course.
So
there's only one winner there.
Regardless if people are laughing at you now, come end of the season, you want to hope you're still in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, that'll be the biggest laugh.
Well, okay, going back to what you were saying about Tim Sherwood, right? You understand that he makes people feel like 10 foot tall. I think that's what Spurs need. Because they're not going to... I don't think you can get a tactical manager in whose tactical awareness is like above and beyond and change things, change the landscape of Tottenham in such a short amount of time with so many games coming thick and fast. I think they need someone to put their arm around each player and go, you're the best, you're the best, you're going to go there and make them walk out that tunnel like they're giants. That's the only way Tottenham, I think, are going to stay
Or there's that, which is good management, or there's the manager that sets you up tactically, which is not going to be nice to watch, but you're hard to play against.
Yeah.
Because... Even if I think right now Spurs don't need a manager to come in and put their arm around them because they're just not playing well enough.
No, not arm round. I don't mean that.
I know exactly to make them feel good, to go out there with a bit of confidence, right?
Yeah.
They need a manager that's going to go in there and just make them organised and hard to beat. And as I said, for the next couple of weeks, it might be horrible to watch. But if you're nicking 1-0s, getting draws, picking up points,
doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now. Go over the line.
Like I get it. Spurs fans are probably thinking Sean Dyche right now for me would be the perfect man for Tottenham.
Do you think so?
Because one thing he can do is get teams organised. Hard to beat. I get it. The Spurs fans might not want that, but at some point you got to go. Do you know what? We just need someone who's going to keep.
Would
us
he
up.
take that job?
I mean, you got to think that would be the biggest. Would that be the biggest club he's ever?
Yeah, of course it will.
Are they a lot bigger than Everton?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. But see, tough question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tough question.
I just think you need somebody.
They're both relative.
Giant, right?
Yeah.
You just need someone who's going to steady the ship and make you hard to beat. There's no point getting someone in there that plays all this attractive football, get you on the front foot because you're too easy to play against.
Yeah. Let's just say Igor Tudor is a great manager.
Yeah.
Right. It might take him 6 months before his ideas. You see them on the pitch.
It might be 6 weeks, but by then you could be
too late.
Rotted in the bottom three.
Who's top of your list then? Because I think I know the ex-Spurs player that would lift that club.
Go on then.
I think Glenn Hoddle going in would be the one. One of their greatest ever players. He's managed England. He's managed Tottenham.
Yeah.
And I think the lift that would give everyone at that club for the last, 8 games, I think if he went in, they would stay up.
Yeah, when's the last time he had a job, though?
Well, other people are talking about Harry Redknapp.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the right one, the right appointment either. But I just think.
See, I don't. We also when was the last time? I just think it's only 8 games, right?
Yeah, but.
Prime example. Hold on.
Also, the only thing I'd say about that, and listen, it's a good point, but the last time he managed to get a team right was 2006. That was the last time he managed anyone. So that's 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, but you're not giving the job full time. Like prime example. Look at Michael Carrick.
Yeah, I get it, but Michael Carrick's been managing now.
I know.
So players.
I know, but
players in the dressing room know who he is. If Glenn Hoddle walked in,
they know who Glenn Hoddle is.
He's a legend. But I bet there's players in that dressing room that go, who is he?
Well, Igor Tudor, but I haven't got a clue who he is.
Exact same thing. And look at what's happened.
Okay, well, Glenn Hoddle will be top of my list. If Spurs need to turn it around, that's the player to get them out of the mess.
I don't know, yeah, because I think about when Glenn was manager of England, Chelsea, of course. It was this nice, free-flowing football. Spurs don't need that. They need 2 banks of 4. Sit there, don't move.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Do you know what I mean? So
what about Big Ange?
Another one. I mean, again, he didn't have to park the bus either.
No, he didn't. You're right. You are right. You need points at this stage.
You know what? You need, like, you're making a house, building a house. You need foundations.
Okay.
That's what Spurs need.
Producer Joe's just mentioning someone like Ledley King still at the club.
He won't want that.
You don't think so?
No chance.
Why?
I just don't think he would.
Doesn't want to be in the limelight.
No. Like, even listen, he's one of their greatest ever defenders.
Yeah.
That good. Even as a captain, yeah, he was vocal on the pitch, but he was never one of those. Yeah, he wouldn't be out there like.
I know what you mean.
They need someone. They need someone, a change of voice. Someone who's going to put a rock into
top of your. Okay. Does it have to be an ex-Spurs manager or player?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay. Does it have to be someone that's been within the game within 3 or 4 years?
Yes.
It does?
For me, I think it's Sean Dyche.
Okay. If it's not him, there's no one. It's
Gareth
Southgate. He wouldn't take that job.
They need
Not
to
now,
be,
he wouldn't.
but they need to be hard to play against. I get it. Long term, they might not want these managers, but they're in crisis now.
They are in crisis now.
So there's no point.
It's a real reality.
Reality. Last night, and that again, when the cameraman went to those supporters, their faces to me were, oh my goodness, this might actually happen. Before that, you're still a bit like, I think we'll be all right. Last night told me the amount of fans that left that stadium early. Oh my goodness.
The next 2 league games, Liverpool away, Forest at home. If they lose those 2.
I'm telling you, and Sean Dyche, Forest, got sacked.
Point to prove.
Incentive.
Okay. Let's break early so we can take as many calls as we can. You say Dyche.
Dyche, yeah.
I say Glenn Hoddle.
Okay.
What do you say, Tottenham fans? Some of you may say, I'm happy with the manager, give him time.
Do you know what? If that's the case, they're deluded. Because serious question, Andy, what have they seen? What have you seen? 3 weeks, you go, do you know what?
They're worse.
I saw a 10-minute spell in nothing.
They're worse. He's playing players out of position. He's playing the wrong formation. He hasn't got a clue, is my view.
And you can tell they're feeling the pressure because they're making stupid mistakes, i.e. Van der Ven, who's been one of their better players, rather than just run back with him or let him. Sometimes I always think in that scenario, and I've never been a defender, but I always think, do you know what? Just back the goalkeeper. Don't foul him. Just hope the goalkeeper can bail you out. But at least if he scores, there's 11 men on the pitch, you get yourself back into it. But not only do you pull him back and it's a red card, they didn't score the penalty anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Tottenham fans, you're deluded if you stay with your managers. What Benny says, I agree with you. I say Glenn Hoddle. You say Sean Dyche. Yeah. What do you say? 03717 223344.
To dare is to poo.
So it makes it more interesting, I think, Simon, for fans of other clubs. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
If it was all to finish today and this was in operation now,
you'd go way down to 17th of Norwich in the league with a chance to get into the 8th spot. That's what you do.
Right.
You take 60. You take
it opens up. Yeah.
You take 66% of the league as it sits now. 18 clubs in this league could have a reasonable shout to make a claim for getting 8th spot, because there's 11 games to go in the conventional season. There's 6 points between Derby in 8th and Norwich in 17th.
Right.
And those games, and when you get running at the business end of the season, it really does change the dynamics of how people play. All of a sudden, you've got 66% of the league having something involved. Then you've got the other 25%, or 35%, sorry, sort of going to the Gabby Agbonlahor arithmetic school, the other 34%, which would be fighting for not staying in the division. So you've got constant jeopardy in a league, which actually reminded me when I was over in America looking at the MLS and how they construct their leagues and how many teams get an opportunity to play in their playoffs and participate in outcomes for themselves. They have something like 60 or 70% of the teams in a league any given season that could feature in a playoff scenario.
Right.
So it's all
Does
about...
it affect the quality? There's a message coming through there. You're telling me that 8th could end up going to the Premier League. Surely, that ain't
have to
good in terms of the quality of the club that's going to go up.
There's nip and tuck. More often than not, when you finish 6th in the league, and we went up as a team that finished 6th, there was the points total. I think West Ham finished behind us, and Wigan finished behind us in the league, and they were like a point difference. So tell me there's a point difference between 6th and 8th. Pack it in.
Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, the superstar is Darren Bent alongside Tottenham. We'll be hearing your voice notes in What's Happening, Benty. 03717 223344. Send us your voice note. Make sure you say What's Happening, Benty, at the beginning. Put your name on it as well. We've also got in this hour, I'm just thinking, trying to find out when Eddie Hearn is on our show. He's in about 15 minutes. Eddie Hearn will be joining us, chairman of Matchroom. Just quickly, Nottingham Forest Global Head of Football, Edu, has been asked to stay away from the club's training ground with his exit from the club looking likely. Man City are close to completing a deal for Elliot Anderson from Forest, whatever that means, in March. Right, we're taking your calls. Spurs, do you need a new manager? Or are you going to stick with Tudor? 03717 223344. Darren's a Tottenham fan. Dablo?
Evening, chaps.
How are you?
Not too bad. Well, after last night, not too good. But
Did you
it
go?
is what it is.
Did you go?
I didn't, unfortunately. I gave away a free ticket yesterday just because I've been to the last 4 home games and it's been appalling. It even made my kids cry.
Yeah. Go on.
The reason, when I called, I initially wanted Harry Redknapp, but after I thought about it.
Oh, wow.
After you thought about it, you went into a tunnel. Let's go to Byron, Spurs fan. Hi, Byron.
Hello, boys. You all right?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I've had better years, better seasons, let's say. It's just, last night, mate, was disgraceful, really. Like, Bentley's bang on. Everything he said about Sean Dyer, it's like the last 8 games.
John, I think he's in the same tunnel.
What's happening? Right, listen, if you're on the move, no, I can't say if you're on the don't bother.
No.
But what's going on? Not good advert for mobile phones, is it? Let's hope Danny's on the landline. Hello, Danny.
Hello.
Oh, he is. The boy's on the landline. How are you, Dan?
I'm, yeah, okay, thank you.
Good. What would you like to say, Dan?
We're a joke. And it ain't just about last night. It's about the past, well, go back to Christmas, to around the last time we had a win. We're a pathetic club. No one wants to play for the club. It's a joke.
Well, Dan,
it's not the owners. It's not the owners. The players are getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds to play for that club. They don't care about the shirt they're wearing.
Okay, so we're asking about the management. What do you do with the management?
Oh, the management. He don't care. He knows he's gone. He knows everyone's waiting for the summer job of Poch. Yeah, so why not get someone in that actually cares about the club? Someone who's got an affinity with the club.
Go on.
Harry Redknapp, Glenn Hoddle, even Jurgen Klinsmann. Let's get someone in that's got a bit of passion.
I get that, but I was saying there, Glenn Hoddle's not managed for 20 years.
Yeah, but Glenn Hoddle is Spurs legend. He knows how to get hold of the play. Come on, someone.
Yeah, but I get that. But you got to think that. Listen, we know who Glenn Hoddle is. I'm telling you now, you've got a young dressing room. There's going to be players in there that hadn't heard of Glenn Hoddle, right? So maybe that
There's players in there that actually got too much of a big head that they don't care about anyone. They just Romero. Do you know what I mean? He needs to go. There's players in there. Van de Ven recently as well. Their attitude is disgusting.
I think Sean Dyche is the one. Dyche is the one.
Dyche or Tim Sherwood?
See, that's not a bad shout because he'll get hold of them.
Yeah.
And that's what they need. They need getting hold of.
Joe, that's the thing I'm talking about.
Feeling.
Like Dyche, he ain't accepting no rubbish in terms of going in there and going, listen, this is what we need to do.
Yeah. If he's offered a big enough deal, like keep us up, we'll give you 10 million or whatever the deal would be, he'll take that.
I think it'd take 18 months if you give it to him.
I don't think they'll offer 18 months.
If he goes in there now, even if they get relegated, but he's still promised a job, he's at Tottenham. It's a big club.
I know, but I doubt if they'll do that. It'll be a little bit like, who went to Leeds for it? Was it Big Sam went for like 8 days? Was it Robbie Keane's assistant?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's the kind of job that I'm guessing they want to give out. Mick's a Spurs fan. Hi, Mick.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are we?
Good, Michael. How are you?
Oh, I've had a wonderful day. I've had about 3,000 WhatsApps and I've been in 5 lifts and each one of them's told me we're going down.
Very good, very good. Go on then, Tottenham manager, what's happening?
Well, listen, it's going to take the ball to admit they've made a mistake in bringing Tudor in the first place.
Yeah.
Will they do that? I think they will because, again, it's all down to money and they cannot afford to get relegated. So, Bent is spot on. Sean Dyche. Because Tudor's saying we've only got this amount of players fit, which we have. Look at the bench last night. I feel sorry for them 4 free kids that sit there thinking, I've got to come on in this. That's not how you want to make your way into the team. But Dyche would look at the players, and we will hopefully get some players back by the international break ends. He will set them up, and he will make us harder to beat. But he could put that in theory. But when you've got big-time Charlies like Mickey Van der Ven, who was supposed to be our captain last night, you go 1-0 up, there's a positive vibe around the stadium, everything's looking good. He slices that clearance that puts Danso under pressure, Strain Larson wins the header. What does old Calamitous captain do? I know what, I'm going to pull him down here, I'm going to get myself sent off and give them a foot back in the game, which they duly took. But fair play to Adam Walton last night, I thought he was superb.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Really good call, yeah.
Javid's a Spurs fan. Hi, Javid.
How are you doing, guys?
Good, man. How are you today?
Good. Listen, the thing is, we all know, everybody knows, that the board's made a mistake in getting Tudor in. The guy does not fit the bill, first of all. Secondly, he's lost the dressing room. There's no player there that's actually played either for the club or for Tudor. They need to get in now somebody that's associated with the club, Glenn Hoddle, Tim Sherwood, someone of that nature that knows the club, knows about how it is to play for Tottenham Hotspurs. And Benty, don't you talk about Spurs being relegated.
Why not?
Because they ain't going to be. We'll still come out of this.
I think they are.
No. I'll have a side bet with you.
Well, listen, I said you'd stay up.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I said to go down. I'll tell you what I'll do. I've got Tottenham's fixture list here, right? I'll read out the games. You tell me honestly what you think the score will be, all right?
Okay, go ahead.
Next league game away to Liverpool.
I think we might pull in a draw there.
Right, I'll stop now.
Yeah.
Of course you won't. What are you talking about? You won't.
No. Liverpool ain't playing at their best, and we've got a good away form.
You haven't won a game in 2026.
Yes, I know. Listen,
you're away with the fairies.
Listen,
what are you talking about?
You have to be positive, okay?
Yeah, I know, but you've got to be realistic. You've got to be realistic, right?
We are realistic, right?
But you're not. You won't get a point at Anfield.
Andy, listen, okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll get a point.
Right, bearing in mind you've got one of the worst home records in the league, home to Forest.
No. Yeah, I think we'll do them 2-1.
Okay, I don't. Away to Sunderland. They've got one of the best home records in the Prem.
Yeah, I think that'll be a draw. That's 4 points.
Okay. I don't think you get beat. Brighton at home.
Brighton at home, another draw. That's 5 points.
Okay, unbeaten out at home in 2. Wolves away.
I think we'll do Wolves away.
Real Madrid at home.
Like I said,
Barcelona
listen, Andy,
away.
At the end of the season, I'll be coming back, and you'll be in your words about Tottenham going down.
And what happens if they do go down?
They ain't gonna go down, mate.
What happens if they do?
Simple as that.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have a bet with you, right? I'll have a bet with you. Right? My side of the bet is for you. If Spurs go down, right?
Yeah.
You have to change your allegiance to Arsenal and wear an Arsenal shirt and kiss the badge.
Impossible.
But you just said they won't go down, so you've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, no.
So you're not confident
can't
then?
do that.
You're not confident?
No, I'm confident.
Go on, then have
I'm
the bet.
confident,
Have
but
the bet.
anything else for Arsenal?
West Ham.
Anything for Arsenal?
West Ham.
Yeah, I'll do West Ham.
No, not West Ham. Chelsea.
No, I ain't doing Chelsea.
What do you want me to give you?
I'll do
Leighton
West
Orient?
Ham.
No, Chelsea.
No,
Come
I'll
on,
do
let's have
West
it.
Ham.
You're not confident for a Spurs fan.
Spurs will not go down. We'll just either goal difference or by 1 point, we will stay up.
Wow, that's a prediction. Okay, will you phone us on the Monday after Chelsea have sent you down?
Yeah, okay, look forward to that. Look
Make sure,
forward to that convo.
make sure you save Javid's number.
Yeah, all right, Javi, we'll speak to you then. Have a lovely
Take care,
weekend,
buddy.
man. Great call.
You too. Enjoy yourself.
Thanks, man.
We're not confident. You threw it the Arsenal shirt. He was like, no.
No chance. Chelsea, no. I'll do Leighton Orient, no. Still to come in just a moment, we'll be speaking to the chairman of Matchroom Sport, the wonderful Eddie Hearn. I bet his hair looks great. First, though, it's time for no Googling. We want to know who holds the record for the most goals in FA Cup finals. We had this last week. We had this one last week.
Go on.
Who holds the record for the most FA Cup final goals?
We didn't have that last week.
Oh, did we?
We had the playoff final.
Oh, fine, okay. Well, the answer to that and Eddie Hearn and more coming up live and live on talkSPORT in seconds. Stay there.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The football club. It's unbelievable. The people in charge of this football club. One of the biggest clubs in the world. And an absolute mockery. We're a mockery of a football club that we've allowed this to happen.
Are you going down?
And the fans have had to accept it.
You're going down.
Jace, shut up. Don't ask me again. Seriously. Like, I'm trying to do a show here. I'm trying to have a say. And you're going to sit there and just try and mug me off for 2 hours. I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to have it.
That's a question. No problem with me. It's not my fault you got beat tonight, is it? I wasn't playing centre off.
It's so bad.
There's no point up, Jake. Don't have a pop at me, mate. Right?
I'll have a pop at you if you're trying to mug me off.
No, I'm not mugging you off. I'm asking. It's a simple question. Are you going down? Are you?
I can't do 2 hours with you, Jace, if you're just going to be an idiot. I mean, how can I take you seriously? You've got an Ange mask on and a clown mask.
What about 3 hours?
I can't do 2 hours of calls with you. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just please.
It's not my fault. You're rubbish.
Please, like,
What?
for me,
Okay.
like, don't ask me that question again. All right? Just because.
What question?
All right, look. I want to hear from Spurs fans. It's obviously a shocking. I'm genuinely crestfallen. Genuinely crestfallen. It's the worst I've ever felt.
Do you think you're going down? No, it's a different question this time.
Well, as a different question.
I said, are you going down? Or do you think you're going down? Do you think you're going down?
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Driver talkSPORT, Andy Goldstein. The beatboxer. Do you ever do any of that beatboxing?
Nah, mate.
What do you make of the beat? I see that.
Love it, mate. Doggy Fresh.
Absolute rubbish.
No, trust me. Look at Doggy Fresh.
Yeah, but just
or look at Razel.
You know what it is? It doesn't matter who I'm looking at. I see these people going, oh, they're amazing, they can do. And they go like, yeah, play the guitar. It's just a bloke making a noise. I've never heard it, and I've gone, oh, that sounds like
I'll play a clip of a guy called Razel beatboxing and rapping at the same time. Do that.
All right, Ryan, can you find that? Razel beatboxing and rapping.
Yeah, it's called If Your Girl Only Knew.
What it would sound like? It would sound like a bloke rapping and also going...
No, but you'd be like, oh my goodness.
No good. For the break, I asked the question, who holds the record for the most goals in FA Cup finals?
Finals, I'm going to say Drogba.
No.
Ian Rush.
I would have got this, yeah, Ian Rush. How many do you reckon?
7. No. 12.
5.
Good.
12?
I'd love to know Drogba's record in finals. I'm sure. I think it's...
what, in finals at FA Cup finals?
I think I think it's 11 in 12 or something mad like that.
I was just about to say 12. You said 11, okay. In a moment, we'll be joined by the chairman of Matchroom Sport, Eddie Hearn, but first it's time for this.
Win a VIP trip to the British Grand Prix on talkSPORT.
Listen up, F1 fans. We're sending... Well, by the way, this is an unbelievable prize. We're sending 2 of you to the British Grand Prix on Sunday, July the 5th, with the full Racing Green trackside experience. Forget the general admission. Forget that. You get exclusive grandstand seats, plus inner track access to watch the drivers roll into the paddock. And we've got the whole day sorted with all-day street food, a fully open bar, and more. There's more than just that. The ultimate British Grand Prix completely on us. Here's how to enter. For your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338. Text will cost you £2.50 plus your standard network rate. Or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines close 20th of March 2026 at 4 p.m. 18 plus, UK residents only. It's a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com for your chance to win. Text the word WIN to 83338 now. I think there's one more. Hold on. Man, they're fast. Time now for this. Fast them cars. Right, slightly earlier than advertised because Eddie Hearn's joining us in the next part of the show. We've got the best of talkSPORT. You know what the deal is. We have to start with last night's brilliant Sports Bar. Cundy was on the Spurs wind-up. Let's take a look at Jason Cundy trying to find any word that rhymes with do.
They don't believe they can actually win a game. That's the problem. They don't believe they can actually... I look at some of the passes, some of the movement. It's so terrible. There's no pattern. There's no build-up.
No, nothing.
There's absolutely no... You know, sometimes you look at teams, you think, right, they're trying to build down one side. It literally is scatter, throw it up in the air, see what happens. To dare is to poo.
That's so Cundy, isn't it? Who's the worst person to do a show with after a defeat?
You're pretty bad because you make me angry.
I know, yesterday you really bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, probably you. To be fair...
That's good though, right?
Yeah, most of the time I've not really worked with that many people for that long. But yeah, probably you.
You need your buttons pressed every so often.
Crookie and Ambrose boot room were good. Me and Woodsy when we used to do the phone on a Saturday, both Arsenal fans, so...
Oh yeah, okay. You're not going to get cross with each other. Where's the riskiest place you've ever passed wind?
In an elevator or a lift, when no one and you're thinking, please don't no one get in on the next floor.
And then they do.
Ding! You're like, oh no.
Yeah, not good. If you want more Jason Cundy this weekend, you can find 21 Minutes to Go, the podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. If you download it, you get a free Rolls Royce. I have to say for legal reasons that's not true, but if you win the lottery, 169 million, you could buy one with it, couldn't you?
Let's move on to today's mid-morning show where Gabby was offered an apology to Jamie for posting a really, really embarrassing clip of him last night.
Gabby Agbonlahor is here. Hello.
Hello.
I know you wound up Jamie O'Hara yesterday, so can you try not to do that again today, please?
No, I want to apologise live on air for what I did.
No, you don't.
You're right, Cookie. I don't want to apologise. I changed my mind.
You put up a video taking the mickey out of him yesterday on Instagram, didn't you? Which was out of order.
No, because it was retaliation.
Was it?
2 days ago, when my beloved Aston Villa, were losing, he posted a picture of me on Twitter, me crying in a Villa shirt. So it was retaliation, and we're even now, and I'm sure we can make up. Even though he hasn't followed me on social media, which is very extreme.
Yeah,
it's very Spurs player like, isn't it?
He's taking it very badly.
Yeah. He's taking it to social media like Spurs players do with their managers.
Should Gabby apologise?
No, I just think if you give it, and O'Hara gives it, because we all give it, you have to. You can't unfollow people and block them, and you have to take it on all the chins you have.
It's horrible, isn't it? But
you're part of. If you're a football fan, that's part of life.
True.
Right? We go in the office when Arsenal drop points. We go out there, and you get it. Luke gets it. Dell gets it. Yeah. And when you come in, I come in, and you've won, you all come after me. Like yesterday or Monday it was. You come, rightly so.
Who was the last person you had to apologise to?
I can't remember the last person, but I had to make an apology on air when I jokingly suggested Jason. See, I've got worried now about saying this bit.
Don't say it. If you're worried, don't say it.
No, because people dip in and out of radio, which was my mistake of not knowing. But I once said something awful about Jason Cundy as a joke.
Yeah.
and didn't realise that...
The ramifications.
Or just didn't realise that people don't listen to the whole show and just hear me go, and they go, what did you say? And they hear the bad bit. And that went horrific, and I had to apologise.
All right. Have you ever had to do an on-air apology? I mean, I've just...
That's the same one, isn't it?
No, second one.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes. You just...
I did a couple... Joe made me do one a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the recap of O'Hara's head gone last night, you can download the latest TalkSPORT Daily podcast now. It's an O'Hara special.
Finally, let's turn our attention to this afternoon's H&J show. Jamie O'Hara clearly wasn't the only Spurs fan rattled by Cundy last night.
Jason and I are chums, and we've worked together many, many times. His delight at Spurs' decline, I should say, ought to be a little bit tempered by the fact that he was once prepared to take their money when he was actually wearing the shirt.
Didn't want to play from Danny. I've interviewed him about that.
Sure,
Didn't want to go there. Wanted to play for Chelsea. Chelsea didn't want him.
There's a real simple way. Don't sign the contract, then, isn't there?
Yeah, sure.
What did you make it out? Well, I mean, obviously he was wearing that Ange Postecoglou mask that makes him look like he'd be arrested in the street, and his hat.
It's all very bizarre, this. It's embarrassing how rattled people are getting over a bit of fun.
Yeah, people are getting a bit angry, aren't they?
I mean, grown men literally getting the ump over another grown man taking the mickey. I find it astonishing.
Yeah, people just get... But you know what it is? We talk about it all the time. Football is so tribal.
I know it is, but, like, you're grown... Like, Martin Keown the other week with me, right? It's just a bit of fun.
You say that, but look, take Luke Henry, for instance.
Yeah.
When Arsenal get beat, he is so angry.
Yeah, but I've never seen him retaliate.
No.
Like, he'll take it and he'll give it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. Right? You're good at doing it. Dell's good at doing it. Luke's good at doing it. You can't go on national radio and have the ump with someone.
Yeah, he weren't happy there, was he?
He also had a pop at the director of TNT for constantly finding the most miserable people in the crowd at Spurs. That's their job, isn't it? That's what you want to see. By the way, he didn't have his work cut out because every single Spurs fan had a face down the ground. I haven't got a problem with it.
No.
If there's anything wrong with Cundy, former Spurs player, hammering his old club?
No, I don't think so. I mean, at times he goes crazy. But no, listen, if that's his feelings towards him because he's a Chelsea fan, then fair play.
Would you ever... I've never heard you bad mouth any of your former sides.
No, I tend to do it, like, constructively rather than just tear them to pieces.
Okay. Reminder, you can listen to H&J Clayton.
No, read it properly, man.
Okay, a reminder, you can listen to 21 minutes to go, the podcast. Download it now. 21 minutes. Download it.
H&J's podcast,
right,
please.
it's your chance to get your WhatsApp voice notes into Benty. Your chance to ask him anything you want from the world of sport, or just anywhere else, really. But be clever with it, because we've gone through a lot of questions. All you need to do is send us a voice note, 03717 223344. Start your message with your name and what's happening, Benty. Joe just... Oh, yeah, no, we have. Still to come on Drive. I thought that was the other way around, Joe. My mistake. We'll hear Gabby Agbonlahor as upset this time.
I want to apologise live on air for what I did.
Can we just hear that?
That's the left hand not seeing what the right hand's doing on this show, right? We'll hear your voice notes to Benty.
Wow.
Wow.
Hope he's all right.
That's good. Yeah. And we're up to another massive weekend across the TalkSPORT network.
This is the FA Cup at its very, very best.
It is. All that and loads more coming up on Drive on TalkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent. When we come back, Chairman of Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, will be joining us live on Drive.
I've got lots of Tottenham mates, and
mate,
they're devastated. They can't watch. They said I couldn't watch it last night. I'm not going to watch it. I can't watch it.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're getting to a stage where they're so nervous about going down, which I thought about 3 weeks ago. Oh, they'd be fine.
So did I, mate.
Now
with what
Right,
I've
so
seen
did
from
I.
Forest, what I've seen from West Ham, they're banging it.
Right, I'm the same as you, mate, and I bet you're the same.
Leeds will be looking. Leeds have got to
They'll
be
be looking
careful.
over their shoulder as
yeah,
well.
Leeds have got.
Solomon at Sunderland.
We said, oh, they got Wolves at home now, but Wolves,
they've picked up.
They're flying.
How was that? They played well against Liverpool.
Unbelievable. And look, they could play them tonight. You're doing the game tonight.
FA
yeah?
Cup, I'm out for the FA Cup, mate. Well, if like fans of most other clubs, you enjoy what's happening at Spurs right now, and you tune into the Sports Bar, then last night, by all accounts, was unmissable. I did hear a little bit of it, by the way. Jason was officially playing Keep Me Up with Jamie.
It's a simple question. Are you going down?
Yes. We are the only team in the Premier League ever to bring in a new manager, to get a new manager bounce, and we get a worse bounce.
Okay, you get a new manager trounce, not bounce.
Like, I'm trying to do a show here, I'm trying to have a say, and you're going to sit there and just try and mug me off for 2 hours. I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to have it.
To dare is to poo.
I'd actually take Big Ange.
Not a
It's got
clown.
to that point. I would
Just who we
actually
are.
take Big Ange. I could do a better job. It's embarrassment. An embarrassment.
You're going down. No, seriously, last time. You're going down.
Shut up! Don't ask me again.
Realistically, Ali, realistically, he could be Tottenham Lincoln next year.
Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come, be hearing your questions in What's Happening, Benny. But now it's been a busy whole couple of weeks at Matchroom HQ. And that, of course, continued with the signing of UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall. Let's get more on this now and talk all things boxing and say hello to the chairman of Matchroom Sport with wonderful styled hair. Eddie Hearn joins us. Eddie, good afternoon to you.
How are you, Andy?
I am very well. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Had a busy day, busy week, busy couple of weeks.
Well, we got the
busy decade.
Where do we see you? Where do we join you? What are you doing? You're in your car going?
I'm driving through London at the moment. Yeah, not actually driving myself, but I've got this new gadget that sticks on the windscreen, which is fantastic because normally I'm holding my phone.
Yeah.
And it's going all over the place in your interviews. So, yeah, all good, mate. In London, in rainy London.
Well, I appreciate you having time for us. Thanks so much. We've got lots to talk to you about, actually, Eddie. Let's start with Tom Aspinall. We should start with that. Let's hear from him. He has been speaking to talkSPORT at the unveiling press conference, and he was asked about how the deal with yourself came about.
Yeah, we spoke. I wasn't really on board, to be honest. Okay. I didn't really want anyone really representing me other than my dad. But we met a few times, a couple of times, and I really liked him. I really like Frank as well. And I think they've got a great team. I really like what they're all about. So obviously, we signed on the dotted line, mate.
Diana said that you and him obviously need to talk. When was the last time that you spoke to him?
I've only ever spoke to Dana properly once in my life.
Wow. How do you feel about that as the UFC heavyweight champ?
I mean, it's not, as far as I'm aware, all the fighters speak to Hunter, not Dana anyway. So I'm not like, I spoke to Hunter loads of times. So I don't believe it's Dana's job really to speak to I don't know, maybe it is, I don't know. But I don't speak to him personally, no.
Eddie, listen, it's a real interesting and a great signing as well. You must be very pleased to get this one over the line. When did you start having discussions with him?
About 5 or 6 days ago, to be honest, Andy. I mean, I had a meeting with someone at a show, and they asked me if I thought about speaking to Tom Aspinall. You know, don't think he's overly happy with his situation at the moment. You know, he's a guy that could lean towards boxing in time. We also talked about, you know, the potential signing of other talent. We talked about a football agency for a while with Anthony Joshua, and just all the stars aligned. Obviously, the ongoing war with Dana White at the moment made it an incredible story that meant that it was going to receive a huge amount of coverage, in turn raising the profile of Tom Aspinall, who is one of the biggest stars in combat sport. You know, ultimately, this is a guy who is the UFC undisputed heavyweight champion, and in the organisation, it doesn't get much bigger than that.
Well, Eddie, you said it there. He is the heavyweight world champion in the UFC. But so how's that going to work in terms of he's obviously under contract with the UFC. You represent him. Dana White's obviously in charge of the UFC situation. So how's that all going to work?
Well, it's going to work with us raising his value, driving his commercial revenue, looking at his contracts, looking at the upcoming fights, liaising with the UFC and battling his corner to make sure that he gets what he deserves. I mean, if you watch his last fight, he nearly had his eyes poked out completely and ripped out of their sockets in a fight which he's since had 3 operations to try and fix. So it's a very dangerous sport. You know, I know there's a lot of discussion about UFC fighter pay. I've seen the contracts and I've got to battle for what I believe is right for my client. He is a star. He's one of the biggest stars in combat sport. And when he goes back into the octagon, he's going to be putting once again his health on the line. And I feel like boxing's dangerous, and these guys have to get what they deserve. And we'll be making sure that's the case for Tom.
So, Eddie, in boxing, as a promoter, you pick out your fighter's next opponent, but in UFC, that doesn't usually happen, or it doesn't happen at all, right? The best 2 go head-to-head. So, from your perspective, as you're looking after him, your role will be what? Just to negotiate the fee, which presumably he has to take, otherwise the fight's not going to happen.
Oh, I mean, our role as a management company will sit across so many different things. I mean, it will be dealing with and driving relationships with commercial brands and partners. It'll be, you know, raising his profile. It'll be looking across all legal aspects of his business, you know, everything to his individual property investments, you know, his social and digital campaigns. I mean, it's such a wide job. But part of that, of course, is looking at his existing contract and looking at what he's getting paid in the octagon to put his health and his himself at risk. In a absolutely pumped of dollars of revenue. And to have those conversations to realise that as one of the biggest stars in the sport, he must be respected.
Just listen, it's a great point you make there, because I'm pretty sure Francis Ngannou, when he was at the UFC, he wasn't quite happy with his contract situation in terms of the money he was getting paid.
None of them are.
So how does that work then? Because if you're trying to do the best for your client, which is Tom, and Dana White then says, well, no, that's not happening, then how do you kind of resolve that issue if he's in charge of the UFC?
You know, you want to have sensible conversations, and you want to talk about, you know, particularly even the job that's happened and we've done in the last 24 hours. Tom Aspinall's profile is bigger than it's ever been. He's a big star. You know, he's going to return back to a potential rematch, fill in a venue. I mean, I look at, you know, one of the first things I did when I met Tom Aspinall, I said, talk me through your last 4 or 5 purses. You know, he's headlined the O2 Arena in front of 21,000 people, sold out, one of the biggest gates in the history of that arena, on pay-per-view, driving millions and millions of dollars worth of TV revenue. He received less money than I'd pay someone to fight for the Commonwealth title at York Hall in front of 1,100 people. Like, that just doesn't make sense. But as Tom said maturely in the press conference today, he has signed a contract. So we just have to make sure we can have some sensible conversations to make sure that we believe his value is respected.
Eddie, on the back of that, then, listen, you're well known for getting, you know, great money for your fighters, and also in the world we're living in now, certainly in boxing, the big fights seem now to always be getting made. One of, if not the biggest fight in UFC, would be for Tom to fight John Jones. I know John Jones is getting on a bit and he's tried to avoid him, etc. But from a financial perspective, for you guys, that would be absolutely astronomical. That fight can't be made, I would imagine. Or if that fight can't be made, Is there a possibility that Tom could retire from UFC so you could put that fight on?
I mean, I don't think it's just a case of retiring and then just joining a rival organisation or what would be. The John Jones fight. Again, Andy, I'm a casual MMA guy, and one of the things that this will enable me to do is really get my teeth into the business of MMA, which will be great for us in the long term. But everybody knows that Tom Aspinall has been calling out the John Jones fight. Remember, John Jones has repeatedly refused to face him, so there's not a lot you can do. John Jones seems to be a favourite with the UFC, whereas Aspinall at times seems to be chastised after the Cyril Game fight, where he literally had 2 of his eyes poked out and has had to have 3 operations on his eyes. So, look, people talk about the Ngannou fight. Obviously, he's left the UFC, but our plan is not to leave the UFC or bust him out of the contract. Our plan is just to make sure that he's respected in terms of the revenue that he drives to the event.
Do you think that Dana White's stubbornness could ruin Tom Aspinall's relationship with the UFC?
No, I expect him to be smart enough and mature enough to have proper conversations. Again, if you look at the stars within the UFC now, it's not exactly listed with them. And the heavyweight division is the most glamorous and the most important. You have a young man from Manchester who has he's a great individual. He's a tough man. He's an extremely exciting fighter, and he has great value to the organisation. So, no, I think they're smart enough to know that. There is a lot of uproar at the moment in light of what they are paying boxers, in a model which drives the same revenue model as MMA. And they're paying the boxers, 15 times more money than the UFC fighters are getting. So they are in revolt at the moment. I've had nearly a dozen MMA fighters contact me since we announced this last night, saying, can we talk? Well, can you help me? Obviously, we can't help everybody, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens over the coming weeks and months.
Eddie, I've only got you for about a minute more, which is quite annoying. But just a quick word about Conor Benn. Have you spoken to him at all?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh.
You mentioned his name and I dropped my phone.
Conor Benn, have you spoken to him?
I've not heard from Conor Benn. No, I mean, look, that ship sailed. I guess doesn't want to have that conversation. I think he's not someone that kind of likes confronting things head on, clearly. And I think right now he's much less likely to have a conversation than he would have done when it was all kicking off. So honestly, after a couple of days of getting this news, you're very disappointed and you live and learn. And you move on to the next problem in boxing, which, comes at you thick and fast. So, not had any conversation with Conor Benn.
And what about his dad, Nigel?
No, nothing. I mean, Nigel hasn't posted about the fight. Nigel's not talked about the deal. And I would think Nigel's bitterly disappointed. He's an old school guy with tremendous values. And I would think I'm not going to talk on his behalf because it's his son, but I know what Nigel will be thinking about the situation.
Okay.
But listen, each to their own. And you live and you learn.
Annoyingly, that 15 minutes goes just way too quick. We'd love to get you in the studio soon, Eddie. I know you're the busiest.
I will. Yeah, when I'm around, mate, I'll pop in.
All right, I'd love that. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great weekend, Eddie.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Eddie.
man.
Take care.
There you go, Eddie Hearn. Join us live from his car. It's interesting, the stuff about the UFC and Dana White.
Yeah, I don't get it because Dana White controls UFC.
I know, but he pays nothing to his fighters. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I get that, but ultimately that could mean Tom having to relinquish the heavyweight bet.
I don't think it will come to that. I don't think it will come to that. If you've got one of the biggest stars in mixed martial arts, you can't just let him go.
You say that, but he's not being treated like that.
No, he's not. He's not. Money talks all languages. When we come back, we'll continue our Spurs theme. Teddy Sheringham, former Spurs player and England player, of course, and superstar Teddy Sheringham will be giving us his views on where the club should go next.
David, good morning, mate.
Good morning, David.
Morning, all.
David, here's a quick one for you, mate. I know we'll not be talking European football. We'll calm everything down. I want to start with this statistic, right, which I would imagine would please you as much as anything. Everton, after reaching the 40-point mark in 28 games, that's only the second time they've done that in 9 seasons. Now, I reckon that in itself is an achievement. But, and I know you'll play it down, you must have a wee thought about European football.
Well, I said right at the start, Coisty, that I said to the players that, we need to try and aim for it and hope that it was possible. In truth, it looked a million miles away, to be honest, at the start. But I have to say, we got off to a pretty good start in the league, and it's given us something to hold on to. We've been up and down, and we're probably just on the outside of European football, if we're honest. But we're not that far away that we couldn't try and make a go of it.
David, obviously the Grealish injury was disappointing, but how happy are you now with the competition for places? Beto and Barry are in great form. You've got McNeil and Dibbling fighting for a spot. NDI and Tyreek George. You've got Branthwaite back as well. The squad's looking more healthy now, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, I have to say, Jack was brilliant for us in the early part of the season. He gave us lots of things which we haven't had, and he helped the team greatly. So we've missed him, and we missed him over the middle of the season, middle of December and January, really, when we had also a few injuries as well. But probably no different to other clubs. But we're just beginning to find our feet a little bit again, and the players you mentioned, they're all beginning to step up.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
Welcome back to Last Out of Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, still in the house. I know you'll have a bit of that. Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions and what's happening in Bentley. They're coming up in about 10 minutes' time. Because now, a reminder, not that you want one, bad night for Spurs. They lost 3-1 to Palace, and the Sports Bar's very own Spurs fan was not a happy boy last night.
one-man Spurs won. Crystal Palace, remember, Spurs are 1 point outside the relegation zone without a win this calendar year. Their fans just continued to leave in their droves. By the end, there were so few here, there weren't any boos.
They can't string two parties together. I say it every time. I feel like I'm repeating myself. No fight, no passion, no creativity. We are the only team in the Premier League ever to get a new manager bounce, and we get a world's bounce. This club is a joke. The owners are a joke. The players are a joke. The staff are a joke. The manager's a joke. I'm trying to have a say, and you're going to sit there and just try and mug me off for 2 hours. I'm not going to have it. Chase, shut up!
Yeah, not good. O'Hara rattled. Let's get more on this now as we speak to a Spurs legend. The wonderful Teddy Sheringham joins us now live on Drive. Teddy?
Hello, mate. How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm very well, man. How are you?
I'm very well. I was very well until I've been watching Spurs the last couple of weeks.
Wow.
Right.
Last couple of seasons.
A couple of decades.
Sorry, Ted.
I'll start with a question that I should probably ask at the end of the interview, but I'll ask it at the top of it and we can work our way on from there. Are Spurs going to be playing Championship football next season?
If they keep this manager in charge, then yes.
Okay, that's quite damning after just 3 games. What have you seen or what haven't you seen from either the players, the body language, or the manager to lead you to believe that they need to get rid of him now, Ted?
I've got to be honest, And. When I heard the appointment, first of all, it was like, who? What? Where have they pulled him from? So I don't know who's pulled the trigger on that one. But for me, he's learning on the job. I said that he knows not enough about the Premier League. He doesn't know enough about his players at Tottenham. He doesn't know where to play them. You only have to look at the players that... You look at the back 5 that he played last night, every one of them was slightly out of position. And if you've played football, you understand what I'm talking about. If someone asks you to be 20 yards different on a football pitch, it's uncanny to you. It doesn't feel right. You've got Danso playing as a sweeper. You've got Porro playing as a right centre-half. You've got Van der Ven playing as a left centre-half. None of them are in the right position. You've got Sousa making his home debut, and he's playing as a wing-back rather than a full-back. You know, last week Gallagher was playing out on the right wing. It's all wrong for me. You've got to put square pegs in square holes, round pegs in round holes, and ask them to do the things that they know how to do, and then you build from there.
Ted, I guess the question is then, how did they get themselves out of this mess? Because they had Ange last season, they finished 4th bottom, but I won't say you forgive them because they won the Europa League, but the league form wasn't good enough. They find themselves now fighting relegation this season. How do they fix this problem?
Well, they need to get someone that's a Tottenham man in there that understands the Premier League, that can change things around very quickly. You know, someone maybe even just putting an arm around them, telling them how good they are, just build them up a bit. And because they're undoubtedly they're good players. We've all seen what Michael Carrick's done when he's gone into Man United. You couldn't buy any new players. He's just treated them a little bit differently, spoke to them a little bit differently, and you get results. And you have to work on that, obviously, do a little bit of work on the training ground as well, and you build from there. You know, it's not rocket science, this football game.
Who is that manager then?
For me, at this current time, I would put Harry Redknapp in there and just say, Harry, you know, just get our team ticking, you know, get them in their rightful positions and just tell them to go out and play the way he does. He always gets his team ticking. He always gets his team playing in the right manner. Playing football the right manner with confidence. I know that's hard to do when you haven't won games for ages, but he's got that uncanny way that he will get teams working and that they'll understand exactly what he wants. And when you're all in unity like that, you've got half a chance.
Would you go back with him if they offered him a role to the end of the season, he phoned you up? Would you go back and help Spurs out?
I don't think I would be on Harry's radar, but okay. I would like to think that ex-Tottenham players would go in there to help him, without a doubt. I mean, I would, without a doubt. Of course I would. I'd love to, you know, I don't want to see Tottenham relegated. And that's exactly where they're heading with the performances that they've had over the last, especially 3 games, but longer than that. Yeah, you're right, Benty. More so.
Can I fire some names at you and you just say yes or no as to whether or not you think they would get Tottenham out of this mess? Is that all right?
Yeah, it might be a bit harsh that, mate, but go on.
Okay, Sean Dyche.
Better than what they've got at the moment.
Okay, Tim Sherwood.
Yes, without a shadow. He would rattle a few and get people doing exactly what they need to be doing.
Glenn Hoddle.
Yes, as well. I agree with Benty that he hasn't managed for a long time, and I think he's got a slower process, a calmer way of going about things, and I think you'd have to work his way in there. I don't think we've got time to do that. Drastic measures are needed, so you need someone to go in there and shake it up.
Gareth Southgate.
I like Gareth. I love Gareth. I don't like the way you speak about him. I've got to be honest. I think he did a great job for England. I'm not sure that the Tottenham job is right for him, though, at this current time.
Okay.
I'm so happy Teddy said that.
So you don't like the way I talk about Gareth being linked to my club, but you don't want him at Spurs either, right?
No, at this particular moment, I think Gareth would be a great appointment in the long run. But I think right this minute, I don't think he would take that job for 10 games at the end of the season. It's not the right vibe for me. You need someone with a Tottenham connection in there that's going to warm the fans straight away, get them back on side and make us, feel like we're headed in the right direction.
Big Ange?
That ain't going to happen. I mean, again, I disagree with you on the way Ange. He told you he was going to win something in 2 years, and he won something, and he's ended up getting the sack. So I don't care about the league form. I don't care whether you finish 9th, 10th, or 17th. You're first losers when you come second, and Benty knows all about that with Arsenal.
I thought you just meant in life.
Trust me.
Do you think then, because what you're suggesting is you think without a shadow of a doubt Tottenham have got the players there to keep them up, it's just the manager that needs to change, right?
Without a doubt. You put those players in their rightful positions, playing in a system that they understand and they know. I mean, playing three at the back against one centre forward in the last couple of games is just, if you've got 3 against 1 in your defence, then you're getting overrun somewhere else on the pitch, and it's just been naughty viewing. I'm telling you, it's horrible. It needs to change drastically, otherwise they're just going to slide away for me.
So Teddy, head over your heart. Where do you think Spurs will finish this season? What do you think is going to happen?
It depends. It depends who's in charge for the next few games. Things change very quickly, Benty. You know that.
Yeah.
You've seen that with Michael Carrick going in. He's got a warmth about him and an understanding of what the football club is all about and the supporters and what they demand. Tottenham's different to Manchester United, and you need someone that understands that feeling as well.
If they stay with Tudor, do you think they'll stay up?
No.
Okay. I agree with you as well.
Me too.
Listen, before I let you go, thanks for coming on. What is this thing? Excuse me, I have to ask you because I've seen it on social media. The word peak with you and a load of ex-footballers. What's all that about?
Yeah, I'm glad you've asked, and it's a new football media platform. We've got the likes of, it's called wearepeak.com. It's got the likes of Glenn Hoddle and Tim Sherwood on there. And before all the Arsenal fans start going mad, I don't want to listen to them. We've got the likes of Lee Dixon and Ray Parlour drooling about how good Arsenal are recently. Graham Souness talking about Liverpool. You've got all the ex-players. You've got current players coming on there in the future. You've got the women on there as well, talking about their football and all about their background and what they do in their spare time. It's a great new football media platform for fans to come along and engage with the ex-players at the moment and then current players later on.
Okay, and that's peak.com, you say, right?
Wearepeak.com,
okay.
Yeah.
Ted, before I let you go, how's your golf? You got out much because of the weather?
Yeah, played a couple of times. I've been down to Prince's this week. It was absolutely beautiful down there. Anyone who hasn't played it, it is stunning. It's like playing on carpet. Everywhere else is soaking wet. Stunning, mate. And you?
I've got out a few times at West Essex, actually. It's
and how is it? How is it?
It's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
Is it?
Yeah, all 18 open. Yeah, we'll have to play there very soon.
All right, mate.
All right, what are you playing
Bring
off now?
Cash. Bring some cash.
Go on, what are you playing off, Ted?
3 I am at the moment.
3, yeah.
Wow.
I bring bag of cash. Not 3. Ted, you and Stoll will definitely have that game soon. Thanks so much for your time, pal.
Okay, mate. See you soon,
Cheers,
boys.
Ted.
There you go, the legend that is Teddy Sheringham.
Oh, the website looks nice.
Are you having a look at it now, yeah? All right, I'll have a look. No, I'm surprised I haven't phoned you up. Why have they not phoned you up? Oh, yeah. Got money behind them, haven't they? It's interesting, though. If they stay with that manager, Spurs are down.
Told you. There's no bounce.
I agree with what I'm saying and what you're saying and what Teddy's saying. I just can't imagine a club sacking the manager after 3 games or 4 games.
But the Spurs, right, football club, well, since I've been alive, have never been in this position ever. So drastic situations call for drastic measures. Something like that.
I know what you're alluding to. When we come back, you'll be putting your questions to David. Maybe that's one of them.
Yeah.
Complete the following. WhatsApp Benji right after this.
Let's go to Lauren, who's Arsenal fan. All right, Lauren?
Oh, hi, Jamie. Sorry, it's actually Laura, the Arsenal fan.
All right, Laura.
Hi, how are you, boys?
Yeah, we're good. How are you? You feeling good?
Up the Chelsea.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I've just come fresh off the back of presenting the Arsenal game on TNT and just, to be honest, really enjoyed it, Jay.
Oh, it's Woodsy.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Woodsy. Woodsy, you've done it.
What's happening?
Woodsy, why is it taking you so long to phone us up?
Do you know what? I've been revelling in a brilliant season and I've just been enjoying myself.
You know what? It's bad if Woodsy's phoning us up. It's bad. Hold on. Where have you been when you've been bottling it, Woodsy? What's happened? All of a sudden you go 7 points clear and you phone us.
Jamie, I had to scroll down my phone. It took about 5 minutes to find you on the table.
Oh, Woodsy, this is a
scrolling.
Spurs ain't even played and it's the worst night for us ever. Like, what is going on?
I don't even want to answer questions. I just want to ask you how you're feeling.
Woodsy, take the floor.
Woodsy.
I'll sit back and enjoy it. All right, take the
Woodsy,
floor.
I feel sick. I feel sick as a dog right now, honestly.
How awful is it? How bad on a scale of like 1 to Spurs is it right now?
I can't believe I'm getting stick off Woodsy.
Woodsy, can I ask you,
up talkSPORT.
Woodsy,
What's
can I ask you a
going on
question?
here?
Woodsy, do you want
Yeah.
Spurs to get relegated?
If I had a choice of which one, is that what you're asking me?
Woodsy, answer whatever way you want, right? Do you want Spurs to get relegated?
No, I absolutely don't want Spurs to get relegated because I want to enjoy more North London derby pummeling for years to come. For years to come.
get out? Or what you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me.
Go on, turn out right. Good Friday afternoon or evening tune that. What's the best meal? What's the best meal for Friday night takeaway?
You've asked me bear times.
Have I?
Yeah. Fish and chips ain't bad.
I'm thinking that tonight.
Yeah, fish
I'd
chips,
love
right?
that. Would you always have the fish with it? I always go for scampi with chips.
I know. See, I'm with the haddock because haddock is better than cod.
In what way?
Apparently, it's the better. The cod is apparently the runt of the litter.
Is it?
Apparently, yeah. So,
No, runt of the school, I think you'll find it is.
Whatever, yeah. But haddock's supposed
Producer Joe's just turned his nose up at that thought. You don't believe that?
Yeah.
The cod is the runt of the school.
Apparently, yeah. But the haddock's the one to get. We'll have some.
Well, Joe's just telling me haddock is the runt.
No, it's not. Okay, listen. We'll get people that work in fish and chip shops. A geezer told me.
I think Joe's right. Haddock is the runt.
No, it's not.
Other fish turn their nose up at
No,
haddock.
they don't.
If haddock...
Apparently.
If haddock's coming down the stream...
No, cod's on the
turn-
bottom and it gets all the crap.
No.
Right, well,
No, cod. Look at the colour of a cod. It's like
Right, we'll
white.
see. Someone told me it's from Grimsby, and their fish.
What is?
No, the person who told me this.
All
was-
haddock?
No, who told me? Ian Holloway told me it.
Haddock is the bottom feeder. Joe's just told me
It's
that.
not the bottom feeder. It's
We've
the,
just
it's
got
the
it off the
best.
website.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, you've got that wrong. You got your feeders wrong.
Cod's bad. Haddock's the best one. We'll get people to message
Well,
it.
if you're in a fish and chip shop,
Yeah.
03717223334.
But also
Can you clear the switchboard.
also
By the way, do you two
Savaloy.
like haddock?
Well, Bentley does.
Yeah, Savaloy's my thing as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Give me your. You're going to the fish and chip shop tonight. Give me what you're having.
Haddock and chips
Right.
and Savaloy.
That's it.
Yep.
You don't want.
Yeah, salt and vinegar on it as well.
Yeah, no, but you don't know roll.
Hold on. You have chips with no vinegar in it.
Yeah.
That is dry.
It's not, man.
Bear that going on.
Ketchup. I have ketchup.
No.
That makes it undry.
Nah, it's not.
I
Still
mine.
Bear that.
I'll have chips. I'll have scampi. I'll also have a bap, right? So I can make a little chip butty, right? And onion, big onion, and a cucumber.
That's a great question.
What did you say?
Yeah, no.
Go, you can ask it.
So you like baps?
Yeah, I'll have two baps. Yeah.
cool.
Because I like the. What's the one that? No, we'll have. And they've got to be.
Yeah.
Has anyone from a fish and chip shop phoned up?
No.
Oh yeah, someone's phoning now. That might be a fish and chipper. Put them through with that.
No, but even if it's a message or something. Ian Holloway said you always got to go for the haddock.
Yeah, but that's Ian Holloway.
Okay, fair
Look at him.
What a legend.
Yeah, no, legend, but, you know, he's not dining at the Ivy every week, is he? Still to come and look ahead to Wolves against Liverpool. It's live on talkSPORT in the FA Cup tonight. Just quickly, the Premier League are not expected to extend VAR's powers to check corner kicks next season, despite
goodness for
being
that.
used at the World Cup. Yeah. Man United plan to hold talks with Bruno Fernandes after the World Cup. Good. Anyway, oh, look, people are phoning up. We'll speak to some fish and chippers in a moment. First, it's time to take a look at the latest EFL action in partnership with McDonald's.
Bentley's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
Yeah, it's time for Bentley's EFL Corner. There's usually music with this, Ryan, where Darren Bent takes a look ahead to a big old weekend of EFL action across the talkSPORT network. No? Okay. Let's start with talkSPORT. There it is. Thanks, man. Let's start with talkSPORT 2's live commentary of Preston against Oxford this evening. Oxford know that a win will take them out of the relegation zone on goal difference. Meanwhile, 3 points for Preston will put them 8th with 5 points off the playoffs. Do you think Preston are in with a shout of getting into the top 6?
I mean,
or, Benny, are there just too many goddamn teams around?
Yeah, I think it's too much traffic. Listen, I remember the shout. They're not that far off it. What, 8 points? I just feel like there's two...
5.
Preston... Yeah, 5, sorry. Yeah. I just think there's too much traffic. But hold on.
Well, even now with 5?
That's not 5 points.
Well, I've just read. Meanwhile, 3 points for Preston will put them 8th. 5 points off the playoffs. If they win.
So that's what I'm saying. From where they are now, it's too much traffic.
If they win, that was my question. Do you want my question again?
No, I don't. But I just think
If they win,
I think there's too much traffic for Preston to get into the
you'll
playoffs.
be playing with the traffic in a minute.
I think it's a bigger game for Oxford. They need the
Yeah,
result.
of course, yeah.
Because they're second bottom. If they somehow win that game tonight, they jump out the bottom 3. So I think for them it's massive.
Okay, what the score will be? Preston against Oxford live on talkSPORT 2 tonight, 8 p.m.
Preston 1-0.
All right. Tomorrow at 12:30 sees Hull against Mill. That one's live on talkSPORT 2. Millwall can move within 1 point of second place Borough with a win. Meanwhile, Hull, they're just 2 points behind Millwall and can further secure their spot in the playoffs with it. It's so tight. Millwall absolutely flying right now. 5 wins in their last 7, just 4 points outside the top 2. You must be very impressed with what they've done so far.
Do you know what I am? and they're always there or thereabouts when it comes to playoff time, and they usually kind of fall away. But this season, they seem to have got it right. They're playing some really good stuff. Like they're playing a brand of football that I don't usually see with Millwall, but they're winning games, and you said they're on an incredible run. But oh my goodness, they had Ipswich, then I got Millwall, then I got Wrexham. So the three teams the two that are above them and the one that's behind them is their next 3 games. So Hull, if you're going to get promoted or get yourselves in that playoffs, you need to take points off people that are in and around you. So big game for Hull as well.
Ryan, have you got your finger on the button for the? Just get ready. Let's talk about Ipswich. No, let's not.
EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m. 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
Right.
No, right. Listen to me. Listen to me. It's called Darren Bent's EFL feature. So when I tell you to cut, that's when you cut. Not him.
Right.
Ipswich.
Cod or haddock?
Yeah.
Or haddock or cod?
Yeah.
Which one are we going for? Paul joins us. Hello, Paul.
Now then, boys.
What are your credentials? What are your credentials to tell us which is better?
So I'm an ex-trawlerman out of Grimsby, and I trawled for 20 years nearly, catching all different types of whitefish.
Okay.
And let me tell you now, so in Grimsby, cod is a bottom feeder, eats all the dirt, and is full of worms. So when it dies, you see the worms running out of it. Haddock is a mid-water feeder, and a much cleaner, tastier fish.
Right, can you hold on one second, Paul?
Thank you very much. Love that. No, thank you.
Paul, wait there. Don't put your phone down. Wait, because Jordan, who Man United fan, disagrees. Hello, Jordan.
Hi, you're right.
What are your credentials?
Credentials? I've worked in a chippy for 6 years.
Oh, 20 years, 6 years, he's out. He's
Oh, you're ageist.
Yeah, I am ageist.
That's fine. What do you think is the better fish?
The better fish is haddock.
Hold on. No.
That's 2-0. Thank you very much.
Wait.
No, there's no waiting.
Wait, sorry, Jordan. You maybe misheard each other there.
Yeah, no, sorry. I got cod is the better fish by a country mile.
Cod is the better fish.
100%.
He just said haddock.
Why did you say haddock?
Oh, I got confused.
This is that.
No, they look the same fish.
Nah, no credentials.
No, they look the same.
No credentials.
No, do you want to have a word with?
No credentials. No one listens to the younger people, do they? They only believe the older ones.
Yeah, well, have a word with Paul. Paul, he says that cod's better. Paul.
So let me explain the theory behind this. So cod is a bigger, fleshier fillet of fish. So the chefs down south made cod more famous because it looked better and presentable on a plate because it's a bigger, fleshier fish. But let me tell you something now. A cod eats stuff off the bottom that you wouldn't want to see. And like I said to you, when a cod dies, all the worms run out of a cod. Cod's good for fish cakes. Haddock is a much cleaner fish. It eats prawns.
Hold on. Jordan, do you agree with that?
No.
Why? Tell him why he's wrong.
Well, just because cod tastes better, doesn't it?
See? Hey, Jordan. No. What is this?
Go on, Jordan.
It tastes better.
So some people prefer chicken, some people prefer steak. What I'm saying is, the haddock is a much cleaner, healthier fish to eat. And trust me, I caught that fish for 20 years straight out the sea, and I see what used to crawl out of a dead cod. And I wouldn't want that in my body.
See, honestly, brilliant. 20 years of experience. I can hear it in his voice as well. 20 years of experience.
Jordan, anything to say? I think we're losing this one, Jordan.
Yeah, I think we might be losing this one somehow, but he seems like he's been doing it for a bit too long. But I've tried both, and I've eaten both all the time, and cod does taste better.
Okay.
It might be slightly better. You might be right that haddock is cleaner, but cod is definitely tastier.
Okay. Just before, thanks for your call, Paul. Before I let you go, which do you prefer eating if you're blindfolded?
So I would tell the difference straight away between cod and haddock, and I'd go for haddock all day long.
Oh, see, Paul knows. Paul knows his stuff.
The home of fish is Grimsby. Come on, we put fish on the map.
Which is a whiter fish.
Wait, what? You're not going to win this argument.
Which is okay.
So
what's got less letters in it?
On the outside, the cod is green, and on the outside, the haddock is silvery white, but on the inside, they're both white, fleshy meat.
Right. What's easy to catch?
Well, if you're as good as what I was, we caught everything.
Right. If you're not as
Mate, can you stop asking him questions, please? You lost. Haddock's better. Paul, that's great. Paul, fair play. Brilliant, Paul.
Paul, do you want to check your microphone? Can you just say cod for me?
Don't say it. well, I can say something that starts with a K, like refers to you, but it's not cod.
Paul, fantastic. Paul.
But Bentley's got this. I'm sorry, Andy. The chefs made cod famous down south because it was the biggest fleshy meat and it looked good in the restaurants. But haddock all day long. Now, if you're from Hull, they eat cod because they couldn't afford haddock.
Yeah,
He is
I
unbelievable.
like chicken.
He's unbelievable.
He knows his stuff.
Someone's put a Bennett spot on. Haddock is king. Told you. Grimsby. So that's a Grimsby. I knew.
All right.
Joe, you want to apologise?
By the way, who's the fella that was meant to back me up? He was useless, that fella. Block him.
He eats it. That was it. You might as well got me on. It's because he eats it.
It would have been better. More from me and Betty after this.
You're going to see me fight with a lot of passion and ferocity. I think when you're boxing a taller guy who's okay with sneaking a little split decision win or whatever else, you have to go and get him. So I'm looking forward to putting it on the line.
He knows you, you know him. There's a fair bit of mutual respect, is there, Tony?
Definitely. He's a tough fighter. He's someone who never ducked, so I respect that.
I mean, have you had history together before, as in sparring together? I know you were in the Rio
We never
Olympics.
spar. We never spar together. We went to the same Olympic Games, but we never spar. It was to the cruiserweight. It wasn't the cruiserweight.
Yeah. He picked up the bronze medal. You got the gold medal that year. Yeah. So it's an interesting time, and an interesting clash. Did you ever think you was going to fight him?
I mean, when he went up to the heavyweight, of course, I was like, okay, maybe I can fight him, and especially because he's in the top 10, so that's a good opportunity.
How important is it getting home advantage as well? Because we was over at the Paris Olympics. You come up and done a piece for us for talkSPORT, actually, which was great. You brought your gold medal. I was hoping to see that today, by the way. But but you brought your gold medal, and it was fantastic. But they love you over there. You were sitting with the president at the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's really great for me to have the opportunity to fight in Paris. I know Frank and George Warren been telling me that they want to build something great in France too. So yeah, let's do it. I'm really, really happy about the fact that I'm going to fight in front of my public.
I mean, winning a gold medal. What has the transition been like, Tony, going from Olympic gold medalist to professional fighter?
It's really tough. It's really tough because it's not the same style of boxing.
Boxing. It's a sport that makes multi-millionaires out of the world's best fighters, but it's not as flush with cash as you'd think. We all see how much the likes of Tyson Fury or Canelo Alvarez make every fight, but that's not the case for those just starting out, or those who aren't even at that level. For example, if you've just turned pro and don't have a promoter, you have to sell your own tickets, cover the cost of the venue yourself, and pay the tax man at the end of it. You might not even break even, but if you do, you're looking at 5 to 10 grand max. A mid-tier fighter might make more like 10 to 50 grand, but you still have to give up half of that in costs. So unless you're fighting for a world title, it's tough to make money. One potential way of doing it, though, is being a journeyman. Here's former European champion talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver explaining how that could work.
They want to fight every week, and they can be going in against the prospects, so they can demand good money, and they might be demanding like $5 grand, 10 grand for a 6-rounder or something because they're going in with a prospect. He gets through that, the journeyman gets through that fight, and he can fight again next week.
I mean, even so, it's not much, and you're getting punched in the face for a job. It's only really at the top level, i.e. fighting for titles, where you're earning up to 6 figures and can afford a diamond chain or that Ferrari. So boxing isn't a sport that allows you to retire at 40 and live a life of luxury. Much like a lot of other sports and jobs in general, it takes an awful lot of luck quite early in your career to really make it worth your while.
Today was a good day.
It was a good day. Drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein. 4 hours at 7. Hugh will be...
With me?
Huh?
No, I'm here now. I'm finished at 7.
No. Hugh isn't gone.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. First at 7, Hugh will be hosting...
No. Andy, I finished at 7. I ain't going back at later.
Who's gone?
Oh, my bad, yeah.
Yeah, good work, man. Still works. He has live commentary of Wolves against Liverpool in the FA Cup 5th round. We can look ahead to that game now in more detail. We're joined by former Liverpool midfielder, your co-commentator for talkSPORT this evening, as we say hello and happy Friday to the wonderful Charlie Adam. Charlie.
Good evening, you okay?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Before we talk about the game, I don't know if you heard, we had a little argument, me and Benty, before the break about which is the better fish to have with your fish and chips, haddock or cod. Which way are you going?
I'm haddock.
So he knows his fish, doesn't
What about scampi? Will you maybe scampi instead?
No, scampi. That's smelly. Scampi.
Oh, right, okay.
Go on, Andy, keep going. That kills.
Is haddock not smelly?
No, haddock and chips.
All
Bit of curry sauce.
Oh no, no. What about a bap? You a fan of baps?
Oh well, depends on what baps you're talking about, Andy.
You know what I loved about that is your little laugh before you answered it.
And a can iron brew.
Yeah, you didn't need to elaborate. I know what you're talking about. Right, let's talk about the football tonight. Wolves, of course, beat Liverpool just a couple of days ago. As a player, will they be pleased that they get the chance to put that right wrong? Do you think? Liverpool or not?
Yeah, again, we expect Liverpool to win tonight, and we expect them to win the other evening as well. But when you don't defend properly and you give away, the opportunity that it did, then it makes it tougher. And let's say Wolves have had a wee bit of a go in the last few weeks. Rob's picked up some good results, good win at Villa and then obviously against Liverpool here. So. No, it'll be a tough game for Liverpool tonight, and I expect Wolves to come out the blocks and really try and affect Liverpool, make them defend, because that's where the goals come. Long ball, Van Dijk doesn't deal with it, and then all of a sudden, in the last goal, Curtis Jones plays a pass into the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper doesn't deal with it, and then they score the second goal. So it's a great result for them, and they'll take a lot of confidence because it's been a tough season for Wolves. Charlie,
what do you expect Wolves to do tonight then? Because listen, they've got a fighting chance of getting out of the relegation zone. I don't think they will, but they are playing really well, as you said. So it was about making changes for this game or keeping that momentum going, because as you said they're on a decent run of form.
Yeah, I think you're talking about momentum. I think it's important that the opportunity to get into the next round it's been a tough season for these Wolves supporters and the players. performance-wise, you know, they lost 10, 11, 12 games in a row, which was very, very poor. And when they get that opportunity tonight to get into the next round of the FA Cup, this is a special competition. It's the biggest competition in the English calendar. It feels different. The FA Cup always feels different when you're playing, and to put Liverpool out will be a massive achievement for this group of players. And I think Rob will just be looking to try and get momentum and try and pick up wins and more points. I was talking to Lee Naylor earlier, and he was talking about that. Looking at maybe next season, can they go into next season with a bit of momentum, a feel-good factor? Supporters are connected with the team again, and then you can look at recruitment in the summer, because you know they've not replaced Ent-Nouri, they've not replaced Cunha, and that's been a huge blow for them.
Just quickly, I personally don't think that if Liverpool don't get Champions League football, I don't think Arne Slot's going to be there. I don't know what your view is, but how big is the FA Cup for them? If he wins that and they don't get Champions League football, does that keep him in a job?
I think personally he will be in the job. I think he's got enough credit in the bank, but the performances have to pick up. Just only winning the FA Cup's probably not enough. But I do think that he's got credit in the bank with winning the title last year. It's been a tough season, there is no doubt about that, and you know, this club's used to winning trophies, and the FA Cup's in front of them, and they'll want to win that as well.
Yeah.
If they can put a run together at the back end of the season, then they'll give it a chance of that 4th or 5th place that the Champions League is there. But they have to pick results and performance up if they want to do that quickly.
Okay. Wolves against Liverpool in the FA Cup 5th round, live on talkSPORT. Charlie, what will the score be?
I'm going to go Liverpool to nick it 2-1.
Okay. Have you had your dinner tonight?
Yes, I just had a bit of port loin in there without any baps.
Okay. Do you want me to get you some baps?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I know people.
Good.
All right.
Ah, well, that's what I'm okay as well. I don't need any baps.
I think we've done that gag to death. Charlie, it's always a pleasure. Enjoy the game. I think there'll be lots of goals. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Charlie.
How do you see that game going?
Yeah, I think Liverpool will nick that one. I think they'll win 2-0.
Do you? Don't think Wolves will score?
No.
Right, time now for this.
Benty, what's up?
Oh, Benty, what's up? What's up, Benty? What
Benty?
Yeah, it's time for a bit of what's happening. Benty, you know the rules. You send in a voice note, we play it, and Benty answers it. Let's have a listen to the first one.
What's up?
Benty, when you played for Ipswich, what were your favourite haunts in the Ipswich area? What did you get up to in the town? And do you have any fond memories of some of the places you used to go up the town?
He said haunts, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good WhatsApp, by the way.
Very good. Yes, I used to go Liquid in Ipswich. That was on Tower Ramparts. And I used to go Cartouche, which then went to Zest, which then closed down. So there were my regular hangout spots. I went to Brannigan's when I first got into the first team.
When you went to clubs, did you have your normal place you'd stand in that club?
Yeah.
Where would you be?
Probably at the back, in the corner.
Yeah, out of the way of everyone.
Yeah, but no, Liquid was what a spot that was. Me and Ambrose used to go there a lot.
Dancing?
Yeah, of course.
Would he have trouble getting in with his Lego?
Oh,
time for the next one.
What's up, Benty? Benty, this is Mick here in Broxbourne. I'd like to know, who is the poshest player you've ever played with, old boy?
Poshest is quite hard. I mean, to think about posh the whole way through is difficult. But Needham Manure was obviously, when he spoke, really intelligent.
Anyone read like the Times? Actually, anyone read?
Yeah, probably Needham Manure was always really intelligent, spoke really well.
Yeah.
Lurexana as well. Yeah, Albanian. He was.
Did anyone come in with a paper?
Yeah, call back in down to their arm. Yeah, a few of them did.
Who? I don't mean like a red top. I mean like a.
Not the Times or the Financial Times or anything like that. No.
Beano. On to the third one, please, Ryan Bryan.
What's happening, Benty? It's Sammy here from Milton Keynes. You wanted a random question. I'm a carpet fitter. What sort of carpets have you got in your house? I'm going for plush, thick pile, like a white carpet. Very fancy.
Well, listen, if you've got your business thing, any discount will be much appreciated. But in my house, I've got thick cream carpets, which is a nightmare.
So good. Why have you bought that?
I know, because
is that the missus?
No, but because it looks nice. But my kids,
of course, you've got kids,
right? They wear their pajamas, and what they do is they run upstairs and slide across the corridor. So they dye from their pajamas on my carpet, man. Losing the plot.
What?
But downstairs is all tiles, big tiles.
Oh, so you can wear your shoes. Do you wear your shoes in your house?
No, Dave. As soon as you get to the door, take them off. But it's still.
Is that right? If I came round,
shoes off at the door.
What about if I went? I don't want to.
Well, see, we don't come in then.
All right. What about if I? Okay. What happens if I had like Crocs on?
Yeah.
And I didn't have socks. So I go, well, I've got Veruca on my foot.
I say, well, I'll go and get you some socks, fresh out the packet.
All right.
So yeah.
Good answer.
Downstairs is all tiles and upstairs all carpet.
All right. Doesn't surprise me. We got time for one more? Yeah, of course we have. Says Joe. It's Friday.
What's happening, Benty? Darren, got a serious question to ask you, yeah? You have a better goals to game ratio than a lot of strikers that's in the Premier League 100 club. But what I want to ask you is, do you feel underrated as like a Premier League legend?
First and foremost, legend gets thrown around way too much.
Yeah, you're definitely not one.
No.
There's only one in this room.
Legend, yeah. No, he's not in here yet. He's out there, Joe. No, I don't look at it like that. I just had a good career. I loved every minute of it. Scored a lot of goals in the 100 club. So I let other people make that kind of distinction.
Do you want me to say?
No, I don't want you to say.
Oh, okay. Well,
I let other people make the distinction.
Got time for one more, Joe? Joe's in a good mood. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Let's do one more.
What the?
Benty, which of these two options would you pick? Arsenal win the league, but Tottenham also win the Champions League, or Arsenal bottle it, don't win the league, and Tottenham get relegated?
Tell you right now, Arsenal win the league, Spurs with Champions League, all day, every day.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, it's not. If they win it, they win. But as long as my team wins as well, I don't care.
That's probably the answer.
Yeah, I don't care. If they go down, they go down.
Yeah.
What do I get from that?
All right. Okay, calm down, blimey. It's the end of the show in a minute. In fact, it is the end of the show quiz when we come back.
Today, can you beat the Derriston? You went to win hell of a beat to the Europa League champions, honestly. The Europa League champions, Beyonce, Chicky, can you be Chicky? You went to win hell of a beat the big cockerel, honestly, the big cockerel. Saved by the stadium. There's that signing. Where is he? Can you be that signing? You went to win hell of a beat the Morgan Gibbs White signing. What happened to that one? Where's he gone? Can you be Morgan White? You went to win hell of a beat to the Williams signing. Big H. Do me a favour. Can you be Big H? You went to win hell of a beat Big H. AJ Tracy, Seven Sisters train station. Adele, 3-point lane. There is to do. Jamie Horror, you went to one hell of a beating. Chick King, Adele, Chick King, Adele, Chick King.
All right.
Adele, you went to one hell of a beating.
Crestfallen.
Adele.
I'm crestfallen.
Chick King. Adele.
Hello.
Chick King. Adele.
Hello.
Chick King. Adele.
Hello.
Chick King. Adele.
Hello.
Chick.
All right.
Adele.
Come on.
Adele.
Spurs.
Hello.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? It's the worst Tottenham side I've ever seen.
Show for talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. I don't know, I'm getting home tonight. All the lines are up the Swanee. If anyone's got a cab outside, let me know. For us at 7, Hugh will be hosting live
I
coverage.
told you already, I finished now in 8 minutes.
Wozencroft.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Hugh will be hosting live coverage of Wolves against Liverpool in the FA Cup. Go on, one more. But before that, One More Billy has entered the studio. One More Billy, how are you?
All right.
How are you, Bill?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, cheers.
What are you doing all weekend, Bill? No one cares, mate.
Yeah.
And what are we doing?
Generation game.
Oh, we haven't done this for a long time. Explain the rules.
In a while, you will hear 10 things in a little package, and then
I'm actually struggling to explain it. Yeah.
Then you have to remember as many as you can.
All right.
I think the record's 9.
Yes, no one's ever done 10.
Yeah.
We've both got 9.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah, we've both got 9. No one's ever done 10.
You've got 1 package each.
Right, go on, Bill.
10
I love
things.
Bill ad-libbing, yeah.
Disgusting.
And,
I can see the panic in your eyes, yeah.
Andy, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right.
I love it. Can I just say before we do this, this is something we both desperately want to get the 10.
Yeah.
So let's not interrupt either's
You didn't tell yourself that.
package.
By the way, no Ben Fletcher in the office today.
All right.
So, voiced by me.
Oh, so it's your package.
Yeah, my package.
Let's give
All right.
himself billing.
Is it a big package?
It's not bad.
All right, here we go. Press play.
Lots of articles are going to pass before your eyes. OK, look out for the tricky ones. They're more valuable than they look. OK, good luck with all this. Your 40 seconds starts now.
Sir Keir Starmer. Simon Jordan's Pearly Whites.
I lived in a little village called Mocadot de Poissonnier, just outside Montreuil.
Jamie O'Hara.
Shut up!
A cup of tea. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who are that biggins?
The talkSPORT Canteen. The FA Cup. On talkSPORT, Ben Stokes's cricket balls. Ant. And Deck. Jack Hoban.
Jack Hoban, Ant and Deck. Keir Starmer. Cricket balls. Simon Jordan. Mokadong, that one. Mokadong, Dong Wally. Oh my God. So, canteen, 14th floor.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
What might to, Bill?
No.
What might to, Bill?
You've got 4 definites.
Simon Jordan.
Hey, you're rubbish. The talkSPORT canteen. That's not the 14th floor, is it?
You got.
I said 14th floor, talkSPORT canteen.
No, but you didn't say that. You just
What was it?
You got 3 definites. It was the talkSPORT canteen. I think you said Ben Stokes. It was actually his cricket balls.
No, he just said cricket balls.
All right. It's Ben Stokes.
He said, yeah, you did.
This is mate. All right.
You said Simon Jordan. I wanted his Pearly Whites.
My memory's so bad.
You missed Jamie O'Hara, cup of tea.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? We haven't done it for so long. I'm not ready for it.
Also, these are quite long.
Yeah.
FA Cup on talkSPORT.
Yeah. You got a great voice for radio, Bill, by the way. Really good.
Cheers, that's nice.
Said no one. Right.
Benny, 4
Good, D, I want you to do it, man.
I'll give you 4 to beat. All right.
D,
4
just
to
get the 10.
to beat.
Come on, D,
All right.
get the 10.
Here we go.
Lots of articles are going to pass before your eyes. OK, look out for the tricky ones. They're more valuable than they look. OK, good luck with all this. Your 40 seconds starts now.
Alan, Brazil. Gabby Agbonlahor's Instagram.
12th, 10th, 11th.
Darren Ambrose. Win the dog. Tottenham Hotspur.
Darius to poo.
A bottle of beer. Jesse Lingard. A spoon. Shabana Hearn. The Cheltenham Festival. On talkSPORT.
Cheltenham Festival on talkSPORT. Win the dog. Darren Ambrose. Alan Brazil. Cheltenham Festival.
Ooh, you've done that one.
There was another one as well in there that I remember.
God, D.
I know the
Come on, man.
what was the second one? I've had to win the dog.
Got about 10 seconds left, Benny.
Talksport Canteen. Win the
D,
dog.
man.
Gone in it. Gone.
Wow.
We're so bad.
That's the worst round ever.
We're so bad at that. Go on, read them out.
Gabby Agbonlahor's Instagram.
Oh my goodness, that was the one I was.
What was the first one?
I got that. Alan Brazil.
Alan Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Just Tottenham Hotspur
Did you
was
say
one.
win the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. A bottle of beer, Jesse Lingard, a spoon, and Shabana Hearn. Paul Shaban.
Was this Shaban?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Damn.
No.
You might.
Bob Marley though, like that.
Oh, well done.
Draw. 4-all.
No, you got 3, Bill. Stop giving him one.
4-4.
Phil, what are you doing on the weekend? No one cares, mate. Get out. Good work, Bill.
Cheers.
Me and he will be back Monday at 4 o'clock to just talk for another week. We seem to enjoy it, and so do you. So thanks for all your kind words. Have a great weekend. Stay with talkSPORT. Be safe, everyone.
Enjoy that haddock.
Safe.
Has the hiring of Edu destabilised the best season in a generation at Nottingham Forest? And how much responsibility does Evangelos Marinakis have to take for it? We understand that he's been told to stay away from the City ground, pending a termination of his contract at the end of the season. I know that Forest fans will be reluctant to criticise Marinakis, but is this a mess of his own making? Because he had a manager who was very successful, almost took them to the Champions League. He started to interfere, and all of a sudden they ended up dropping down eventually into the Europa League, but then they lost to Nuno Espirito Santo very quickly. So is this got to be on Marinakis' shoulders?
Of course it is. And do you blame Nuno Santo when you've got a sporting director coming in and probably not giving you a say on any players that you're bringing in? What do you expect as a manager? And if you speak to the older generation of managers, they'll say, what? Someone's telling me what players are coming in, and then I'm going to get judged.
That is the way of the world now, though.
I know, but then is that fair as a manager? Like we said in previous shows, sporting directors should be coming on and doing press. You're the one bringing in the players. The manager's doing the best they can with these players.